Nice. 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 What? Nice. 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 Yes. Yes, I love this team and hate this team at the same time. I agree with you, Big D. I agree with you. What's going on, everybody? Where you hiding? Where you hiding? Here are the updated playoff standings. We in it, bit. Like I told you last night, we in it, bit. We in it, bit. We in there. I'm so motivated for this team. We have to finish the job. We have to finish the job. Eagles, do not let me down versus Washington. You let me down in the first meeting versus the Giants. I am so excited. Thank you, Dolphins, for doing your damn job and making sure that next week is an absolute clincher situation. All we need to do is win, and the Vikings lost, and we in it, big. We in it, big. I'm telling you, we may not be division champs, which the Cowboys are flaunting their little titties like, oh yeah, we the best in the NFC East. Oh yeah, how about them cowboy? And the cowboy. Shut up. Shut up. It doesn't mean shit. It doesn't mean shit. It's just a division title. Do something in the playoffs. You have shown me nothing for the past 25 fucking years. Yes. I want to give a shout out to KPG. First man in here. Big D. Song color coded. KPG again. Merrick Galad. Yes, sir. Man, this feels so good. I got to take time to reflect on the season and what could have been. And, we could have had, a little better shot at the NFC East. We start off 2-5. 2-5. We just lose to the Raiders. We're in the basement. We're in the basement. We're in the basement. We're in the hood of a basement. You got to understand me. We got to try to find our way out of the basement. We got to find a job. We got to sell some crack, do something. We got to get up out of the basement. We got to get up out of the ghetto with the bums like the Giants and the Deadskins. We got to get out of the basement. We got to get out of the ghetto, the hood. Sell crack, sell Lucy, sell meth. Do something, Eagles. I'm going to say, ever since that Lions game, we started to establish a running game. We started getting ourselves an identity. I've been saying this the whole season, ever since that Lion game. We've gotten ourselves together. When those white people couldn't give the freaking Eagles a job, we had to do something. We had to sell something. Get a little quick sale off. We the plug, we the plug, we the plug. Eagles, we the plug. We found ourselves an identity. We are now a running team. We are a running team. We can do this. We started off 2-5. We escaped adversity. We have escaped the ghetto. We have escaped the hood, the slums. We have escaped the basement, the leaky basement with the cockroaches and the Giants in it. We have made it out of the hood. But it is our job to finish the job and get to the playoffs. You gotta feel me on this. We made it up out of the ghetto, man. I swear. Making it up out of the ghetto. I'm feeling like Kanye West today, low key. Drug dealer just to get by. Stack your money till it gets sky high. Kids, sing. Kids, sing. We wasn't supposed to make it past win number 5. Joke's on you, we still alive. Every day we sing and fly, eagles fly and say, we don't care what people say. That's how. Stack that money. Elevator way to the playoffs. We're not quite there yet. We just still got one more little piece. We finish off the Deadskins. We dominate. Then we focus on Dallas. And then we focus on the playoffs. I might as well drop the link. Let's open up the link. Let's open up the link. Let's open up the link. Now they got that 8 ball. Yeah, I agree with. Unprivate my other stream. Unprivate it. I had to delete that. They copyrighted my shit. Ugh. Here we go, Slitta. Always preaching that karma. Always. 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 Is my volume up? Yeah, it should be up. There we go. All right. What's going on, y'all? Where you hiding?
What up?
I'm feeling so good.
I can see that.
You're getting a little too ahead of yourself.
Yeah, he kind of is.
I know.
This is why the sports gods don't love you, because they see you getting ahead of yourself, and they bite you in the ass with karma.
Here you
Will.
go. Again.
I mean,
I mean,
I'm
what's for the
proud
saying is
of,
fact.
I am proud of how this team turned it around, but I don't see it ending very well because they're just not ready for that yet.
Mm-hmm. Look at the logo on.
I mean, it is what it is.
What logo on the left?
I don't
I'm
know.
talking about my Cowboys logo.
Okay.
You know, Slitta claims he doesn't have anything against the Cowboys, but he actually does.
Dan Quinn.
Yep.
He has admitted that before. He said, although he claims it's not the team, it's just Dan Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
That's what he claims.
I don't think Slitta will come in here because KPG is on here.
I ain't gonna do nothing to that fool, man. If he come on here to be chill, I ain't gonna do nothing. I don't bite.
Just so you
I
know,
only bite when you bite first.
Hey, at least he's got some. He's got one thing to celebrate though. The Panthers just got knocked out of the postseason.
Being the most humble fan in the world does not guarantee championships. What about talent?
The Braves are. Oh yeah, the Braves are World Series champions. They might go back though, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Unless the San Francisco Giants reestablish themselves. Yeah, imagine that. They're fucking going to the playoffs. They go to the playoffs with Gabe Kapler. Let that sink in for a moment. Sell the fucking team, Middleton.
So what do you think about our playoff chances, Big D?
Well, especially after how Washington played last night, and I said it last night, that game was over in the second quarter.
Yeah.
We should definitely whoop their ass. And I think we have a good chance of clinching regardless of the outcome of that game. I mean, You got San Francisco against Houston, although Houston could possibly upset them. New Orleans just got smacked by Miami. And the Vikings, I think, are going to lose Green Bay. And as far as Dallas is concerned, if they're trying to fight for that number 2 seed, I believe they got the Cardinals next, which they should be able to beat. If the Cardinals can't beat fucking Carson Wentz, they're not beating Dallas.
Yeah.
I mean, especially when their defense has really been stepping up their game. Granted, you could make the excuse that their opponents were Washington and Mike Glennon, but you could also say the same about our own team. But either way.
And plus, they're missing DeAndre Hopkins.
Yeah, which kind of says a lot about that team's QB.
Yes. You can't even.
They're starting to show what they really are when they don't. Although you could say the same thing about Tampa Bay.
You can't even.
I think that narrative was actually pushed about Dallas a little while back.
So you mean to tell me you can't throw to AJ Green and Zach Ertz and people like that?
Maybe Ertz isn't what he used to be. Maybe, just maybe.
Yeah, Ertz is washed.
I feel good, Slater. I can't help it. I can't. We got.
I feel good, but a little uneasy at the same time. I mean, the thing is, regardless of what happens, I am proud of how this team turned it around. I mean, I thought Sirianni did a pretty damn good job, even though whether or not we really finish in the end.
I hope the Saints get eliminated from the playoffs.
They will.
Well,
even if they somehow through some divine intervention jump in front of us, they're going to be a fucking first round elimination.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're going to have to play Dallas or
yeah, I feel like just about any. I mean, as long as Dallas has that second seed, pretty much any 7th or 6th seed team that they go up against, they will beat.
So as far as 8 through 11 here on the chart, nobody can beat us in the tiebreaker except for Minnesota.
Right, and they got Green Bay next.
Yeah, focus on 8 through 11. That's Minnesota, Atlanta, New Orleans, and Washington.
Yeah, I mean,
y'all all are like one game apart.
What's going on Awesomeness Sports?
Yeah, I mean, it would be pretty bad for them if they lost to the Lions. Oh, wait, they did. You know who else lost to the Lions? Arizona.
Oh, shit.
And the worst part is Detroit smacked them.
Hey, Big D, can you do the Shao Kahn laugh for the Vikings real quick?
I can't play the clip, but I can do this.
Yeah.
I would have used it in. I know Utree used it when the Raiders hired John Gruden.
This live stream is sponsored by the Vikings Tears.
Damn.
Yes, sir.
In response to what you said earlier, how we're pumping our chest because we got the NFC East title. Reason why I can't speak to no other Cowboy. Reason why I pump my chest is because the clown Eagles fans saying we still have a chance to get the NFC East title. We still have a chance to knock the Cowboys out, and we still have a chance to do this. That's the reason why I pump my chest.
Well, the thing is, those chances waved bye-bye to us when we lost to the Giants, so let's just get that out the way. And the thing is, Dallas did exactly what they needed to do. After that, they needed to beat Washington, beat the Giants, and beat Washington again, and they did just that. Even though there was a lot of criticisms from their performances in like the first two, but that next game against Washington, they definitely shut a lot of people up, or it was a performance that should shut a lot of people up.
Yeah. I want y'all to say hi to Awesomeness real quick. She's fighting for the basement right now with the Giants.
What's up?
The Giants already have the basement secured, so don't worry about it. I mean, it's like I said in my recent recap. All the shit, all the bitching and moaning about how we knocked them out of the playoffs. Well, we just did it again.
Yeah, the Giant season is done.
Yeah.
We got the last laugh.
Yes. And as soon as the season's over, you know you got to stay in that basement just like we did last summer. So there you go, Giants fans.
Yeah. You have the ability to play the damn clip. I do not. I did a test on my live chat the other night. I played the intro music, but it didn't play in the final. It didn't end up playing because on like the free version, it like blocks out any video sounds or anything. I probably should have turned off the mic. Exactly. I usually use the K Rool laugh. The echoey one, not the game over one.
Oh. I think both of them are cool.
Yeah, the game over ended up being his final smash. Yes, that one. When the door slams. Now, excuse me, I'll be right back. I gotta get me another drink.
What's going on,
But I'll leave the audio on.
Falcons going 7-10. Dang, that's harsh. Woo. Slitter would be mad. Slitter just left, so you're saying that at a perfect time. What happened to my stream last night? I tried to use another platform besides, StreamYard, just to kind of.
What the hell I don't know how the hell that happened.
Just to kind of better my graphics or whatnot. I'm trying to be more creative with my channel. I need to take some time over the off season to do that.
Yeah, to kind of develop it. Yeah. I'm gonna be using the off season to make like top 10s. I planned to do that last year, but I just never got around to it. Usually because of time and storage constraints.
And another thing I need to do is work on an intro.
Yeah. Well, I need to. Our job isn't finished yet, though. We still got to take care of Washington one more time, which we still do, and have the Vikings lose again and the Niners to win. Well, the thing is,
we don't need the Niners to win.
We don't need the Niners to win. We just need to win against Washington again. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But if both Vikings and y'all win, Vikings gonna get in.
Oh, Cowboys. Well, appreciate you for coming on, man, and supporting my channel. I really appreciate it.
How about them boys?
If it makes you feel any better, you've been the most efficient thorn in our side. Well,
yeah.
I mean, Washington, they're usually our bitch. New York's usually our bitch. But Dallas is usually the one team that's usually a thorn in our side.
Yeah, because we can never sweep them. We're either splitting or getting swept.
Yeah, and even that's few and far between. But there was a lot of times. There was one year where we could have easily swept them, and there was one year they could have easily swept us.
2009.
No, 2009 was when they beat us 3 times. Yeah. That was the worst. That was the worst one. I'm talking 2016 and 2017. 2016 they could have easily swept us. 2017 we could have easily swept them. So we gave it back.
I gotta disagree with you on that 2016 one. We were you remember that 10-point lead we had in the fourth quarter? We could have swept them. And our playoff outlook could have looked so much different. We could have been contending for a playoff. We lost so many winnable games.
Well, to be fair, who's the outcome? How Dallas would have handled that last game may have been different.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to think about that butterfly effect.
Yeah, Philly are a bitch.
Oh my God.
We
Why you
always
be
in
sounding
the.
like
Oh, I don't be sounding like shit. I'm my old man.
Silas?
It happens.
I'm a grown man.
I'm a grown ass man.
Philly,
I love that intro. I love
Philly's
that
our
intro.
bitch.
Philly 500.
Their fan bases are a bitch. Everything Philly's our bitch. 76ers is our bitch. The fucking
What, they always lose to the Mavericks?
yeah. Fucking the
And
fucking
I'm guessing the Stars whoop the Flyers ass all the time.
Lies.
maybe I don't watch hockey or baseball like that. But I know in basketball, football, Philly's always our bitch.
I would imagine the Texas Rangers whoop the Phillies ass pretty often. I would imagine that.
Yeah.
Although the Spurs and Sixers usually end up going either way.
Yeah.
That usually ends up being even. There were times where the Sixers have beaten the Spurs and the Spurs were millions of miles better.
Mm-hmm. The Tim Duncan days.
Yeah. Yeah, when they had Tim Duncan as well as Tony Parker and Kawhi Leonard.
Okay, Big D. So when we were 2-5, kind of reflect back on the season and how.
When we were 2-5, and Nick admitted to not watching defensive tape, I thought he was good. I thought he was the worst coach in the NFL at that point. But then the Lions game happened, and then these next two, after 3 games, he really turned it around. He did a complete 180.
Yeah.
I think you've seen the way the fucking fan base was bashing him about not watching defensive tapes. So he decided to watch them and work on them.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Jonathan Gannon's still a scrub. Let's just get that out of the way.
Yes, because he makes me nervous as hell.
I mean, let's not get the game fucked up. Even with how we've been doing so far, there are a lot of red flags that are still there. And come playoff time or even week 18 time, maybe even next week, they'll probably come straight to they'll be coming flying straight to the forefront. I could totally see that happening. All the flaws are just going to come out in full force.
I will, AF DeVille. Oh, man. Yeah. Jonathan Gannon. Never blitzes.
Yeah. You see what happens when we go up against an actual capable QB.
We respect the quarterback and play 5 off the ball.
AK play a very predictable defense that those kind of QBs easily rip apart. Like Tom Brady's been ripping that apart his entire career. Dak does insanely well against that kind of defense. He eats that shit for breakfast.
Meaning, as far as the opposing team's wide receiver, we have to play SAWFT.
So yes. Like it even gets to the point where like 15 yards on like a 3rd and 3. The same shit Schwartz was notorious for doing.
Yeah, that's
what 2019.
Yeah, I remember Amari Cooper in the press conference, the first Philly game. He was like, "I wasn't even going full speed. I was just getting open on that defense." CeeDee Lamb did the same thing. He said, "I wasn't even going that defense. I was shooting that defense apart."
Yeah, that says it a lot right there.
Mm-hmm. We especially complained about that after the Tampa Bay game. There were so many winnable games this year.
Oh my God! There's the worst one besides New York was San Francisco.
Yeah.
I would say San Francisco, New York, and the Chargers.
Yeah.
At least 2 of those reversed, and the conversation we'd be having right now would be pretty different.
I'm not going to lie. That Chargers game kind of hurt me because the next day was my birthday.
Yeah, we had so many winnable games too, like the Raiders game, Tampa Bay, Chiefs. We got our ass whooped. Broncos, they kicked our dick in because we underestimated them.
Yeah.
But we had so many easily winnable games like Tampa Bay and the Raiders. Those were winnable.
Do you honestly think that your team should be 13-2 based upon what you just said?
Yeah, because the week one,
You can definitely make a case.
because we
I would
lost.
say
Go ahead.
I would say the main mistake they made week one was they gave Brady way too much time left.
Yeah.
That and our kicker missed 7 points worth of field goals.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
What's going on, Sonic?
Hey, what's up?
He
Been a while
missed
since
two,
I've seen you here.
he missed 2 3-point field goals and the extra point.
Yeah. And Tampa was making a shit ton of mistakes as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
We
even if we made one of those field goals, one of the 3 points and the extra point, we would have won.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the Raiders game, we just fucking penalties, give them the 500 yards of offense. Anthony Brown getting 4 PIs. Like, they kept on attacking him the whole game.
In our Chiefs
Yeah,
game,
trying to draw them flags.
our Chiefs game, we gave up a touchdown every drive except for one, which led to an interception. That's it.
Patrick Mahomes went video game mode that day.
Yeah.
He went video game mode.
Yeah, our defense probably couldn't even cover a piece of tissue paper with that. Like,
yeah, we blew the fucking doors off of Atlanta.
We started it.
Oh yeah. As far as Atlanta is concerned, the one that really the Atlanta game that really gets me is the New England one.
Oh, because of numerology.
Exactly. Why is that number so significant to them in their history? Why does it have such notoriety?
Because it's probably the only time that they'll ever be in the.
That's how many times. That's how many. I believe that's how many times. That's how many. I think I remember saying that's how many carries Terrell Davis had in the first Super Bowl they went to.
I mean, it's the same reason why the Red Sox were cursed with Curse of the Bambino, and the Cubs with the freaking Billy Goat. They're just cursed. They're just cursed because of that Super Bowl.
Now they're pumping their chest because the Braves won the World Series. They need to curse over.
They ain't going to fix their football problems.
No. Oh, speaking of championships, Army won the Armed Forces Bowl the other day. That was pretty nice. It's a shame they didn't win the Navy game, but it's all right. It happens. Can't win them all.
Yeah.
My team didn't even make a bowl game.
You hate the Giants more than Dallas? Why?
I used to a lot.
Dallas isn't the Giants aren't even close to being a thorn in our side. There are.
It's probably because all that stuff they were talking about after we literally tanked the 2017 game in 2020.
To me that's not enough. I would say I would hate a team more because they're a pain in the ass and they're always 2 steps ahead of us. Yeah. And that would be Dallas.
I used to hate the Giants more than Dallas when I was a kid in the Jeremy Shockey days, but ever since they had the move to make T.O., to get T.O., that's when I switched.
I've always hated Dallas more, always. But then for a while the 2007 Super Bowl happened and everybody jumped on the fucking bandwagon. I swear there were motherfuckers that were Eagles fans in 2004 that became Giants fans by 2008.
Oh,
fucking
man.
front runners.
Yeah.
Oh, my school was fucking filled with them.
I hated Philly when they I always had a hate for Philly because that era, that little time span where y'all went to back NFC champion. I'm like, how come we can't be doing that, man? I'm like, then when they got there, it kept on losing, and I was like, thank God. And that one year y'all won, I was like,
Well,
I hope
luckily
these
for
motherfuckers
you.
get smashed.
Luckily for you, we kept on choking, and that was what McNabb was that will forever be what McNabb is infamous for, being a championship choker.
Yeah.
There's being a choker,
That's
then
one
there's
thing that
being a
always
playoff
made me happy,
choker.
man.
Then there's being a championship
I got
choker.
mad because they kept on making it there, though. But
Hey,
it
at
always
least-
made me happy that they kept on choking. But that one year
Hey, at
y'all
least you
did
always-
end up not choking, I was like, I hope
then
these
you
motherfuckers
have-
get smashed.
Then you have McNabb's Eagle Swan Song 3
Yeah.
times in 2009. That was it. That's his Philly Swan Song. Which is why he's arguably the most frustrating quarterback to watch in Eagles history.
Yes.
Carson's not far behind. He's pretty close.
Oh, he's a bitch.
I was about to ask, what about Carson Wentz?
He's a bitch.
The reason I say McNabb is probably more frustrating to watch is because he was a championship choker. Carson he couldn't even get into the fucking playoffs, and when he finally did, it was the perennial tradition of Seattle making us into their bitch.
What's up, Dashy? How you doing?
Not much. Are you ready to win? Are you ready to win the Rose Bowl this year?
Oh, Age. Let's go.
Yeah, we got our ball. We're waiting on you.
I wish we
You'll win though.
I wish we could have beat that team up north. I'm sorry, man.
What, Michigan?
I hope Michigan fucking wins the national championship.
Bitch again.
Yeah, we call him bitch again because you know me. I hate Michigan. They're my most hated team of all sports.
It probably doesn't help that Tom Brady came from there.
Yeah, oh, it doesn't. But at least we got a chance to win our division this week.
We already
You should be able to.
Yeah. Rather you be in the box though.
But I mean, it's like Lamar. It's almost like Lamar's new strategy. Can't choke in the playoffs if I'm not on being able to get on the field. Although that's kind of messed up because I don't wish injury on people. Injuries are never fun. It always
Unless it's Barry Bonds.
in the no kidding department.
Unless it's Barry Bonds or Tom Brady, somebody like that.
No, I wouldn't even wish it on them either.
Oh.
Teams that are going in the box, which I have yet to make: Panthers,
The only time I would ever want somebody to get injured is if they're known for injuring other people. You have to be you'll have to be a complete scumbag in order for me to have any real desire to see somebody get hurt. It's got to be a complete scumbag.
Or sorry, my Bulls had to beat your Hawks tonight, Soto. It's a game. Don't take it personally. My Bulls needed this win tonight.
Yeah. He's been having a bad
year. I heard the Bulls have been doing pretty good.
He's been having a bad year anyway, except for the Braves.
Oh yeah, I heard the Hawks have, according to one of Sleeta's recent vids, the Hawks have been massively disappointing. Although, to be fair, the Hawks badly overachieved last year. Let's be honest.
Bengals fans deserve to have something to be happy about.
Oh, absolutely, no question. I was rooting for you guys all year to win that division. I thought it was going to be Baltimore or Cleveland, but my God, have they fallen off.
Here's the 2 reasons why I really hate the Bengals. It's not because of Dashy. It's because there's this one Bengals fan who said, we're always going to be better than the Eagles. And 2, it's because they always tie with us.
No, they always beat us.
That too.
And it even one of those victories actually made it into Hollywood.
We win the North.
Looking at you, Disney. Even though I
We
do
win
like
the-
that. Even though I do like
we
that
win the-
movie, it was a classic.
We win the North on Sunday. Cowboys will have to put us on their schedule for next year.
That movie kind of disrespected you guys too because it wasn't historic. That part wasn't historically accurate when they said 31-0 to a team that should have been worse than us, even though Cincinnati was actually a playoff contender that year.
Oh,
It was 1975
yeah.
when you shut us out 31-0.
So the Cowboys play the Bengals next year if they win the division. So we
Yep.
gotta come up with a bet during the off season. If
Yeah.
that does end up happening.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Unfortunately,
we had to head to Dallas, so one
Well,
of the tough
it-
places to play for us. We haven't won there since 1988.
damn. And the thing is, Dallas has had Cincinnati's number in recent memory. I think the last time Cincinnati beat them was 04, but I could be wrong.
Yep, it was
Yeah,
04. Palmer was our starter.
By
Yeah.
the way, since Dashy is here, 10-year anniversary of Jerome Simpson. Do you remember that guy?
I remember him.
10-year
That was a game
anniversary.
that was a game where that put us in the wild card slot at the 6th seed.
What year was that?
2011.
Oh yeah, when they got bopped out when Houston got their first playoff win.
Yep. And that was when we had Marvin Lewis at the time as well.
Yeah.
Phew, what happened to Marvin Lewis?
We fired him.
Oh, I thought he just up and left.
You should have
fi-
just.
Oh, by the way, if you end up facing the Colts in the wild card, please blow their punk asses out, please.
You should
Yeah,
have
but if
fired
it's these-
him years ago.
If the season ended now, we have to play the New England Cheat Reds.
That's a game that could go either way
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
because Mac Jones is fire slowly. New England's luck kind of ran out for a little while. It's probably still going to be Bucks and Patriots in the end.
Oh, and let me take a look at the AFC side of things because the Dolphins snuck in as of today.
Yeah. So that I think that would put them at the 7th seed,
All right, let me share this.
which means their opponent would be
The Titans.
Yep. Keep falling, Patriots.
I don't have the greatest feeling about Tennessee. But then again, I heard they might get Derrick Henry back in time.
I think the Chargers are done.
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Who they got left? I think they still have the Broncos and Raiders left.
The Chargers got the Broncos next. Baltimore
They
has
got the Raiders
nothing.
after that.
They got the Raiders after the Broncos.
Baltimore's done too. I think these 7 seeds right here are going to stay where they're at.
Yeah, but if we beat Kansas City, depending on Tennessee losing, and Kansas City loses their final game of the season, if we beat the Browns, we will be the number 1 seed.
You need a lot of help.
Yeah. And I hate to break it to you, but Kansas City's winning that game.
Yeah, but not Sunday. Either we need to win or the Ravens need to lose.
Who do the Ravens have next?
Rams.
Oh, they're getting killed.
Yeah, they're getting fucking destroyed. The Rams
Yeah,
are starting to get
they
their
don't
shit
got it
together.
no more. You know what didn't help the Ravens at all? Fuck overtime, we're ending it here. Too bad it was for them. Twice.
And who is their starting quarterback? It's not Lamar Jackson.
The first
it's
time they
another guy.
tried to do that, Lamar was starting. The last time they tried to do that, Huntley was their starter. They started their third string yesterday against us, and we were more prepared. Unlike the first time.
Joe Burrow went video game mode.
525
He went
yards
video game
and 4 touchdowns. If he's not FedEx Air Player of the Week, nor AFC's
mode. He will be.
Offensive Player of the Week, or AFC's Offensive Player of the Month, something's wrong.
Unless they decide to give Dak that nod for Sunday night. Unless it was a high octane running game that day.
Isn't he the AFC Player of the Month and the NFC Player of the Month?
Wait. I'm pretty sure Air Player of the Week is probably for both conferences, but I could be wrong. I'll have to look at
Air Player is for both conferences, but only one can get it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Dak might get it.
Yeah, he might.
But I wouldn't be mad if Joe Burrow got it. I don't keep up with
I would say Burrow. Burrow went video game mode.
I don't keep up with all that Player of the Week, Player of the Month bullshit. Give me Player of the Year. He's for the Player of the. That's all the whole year. Not the month, the whole year.
Aaron Rodgers.
Or Super Bowl MVP.
I know I had the picture on here. Okay,
Yeah,
Joe Burrow. 37 completions were 46 attempts, 525 yards, 4 touchdowns, QB rating of 143.2 against the Ravens.
He went video game mode.
Mm-hmm.
I think Dak
he looked like Madden out there, just scoring at will.
Mm-hmm.
Dak went 26 of 39 for, I think, 325 yards and 4 touchdowns.
Yeah, he's that's a serious.
That's still
So
very.
he threw for day. So if he's having to throw 40 times a damn game and he's still able to make that kind of shit happen, then that's impressive. That's something you can't snub your nose at.
You know, we had
Dak is going to win. Dak should win Comeback Player of the Year. Non-negotiable.
I think Comeback Player of the Year belongs to Joe Burrow.
I say it belongs to Dak.
Because he came off a major ACL injury. Dak came off.
Dak came back. Dak got hurt much earlier in the season.
Yeah. And plus, you gotta look at who's more valuable for your team, Joe Burrow or Dak. And
the thing is, Dak's been in the league longer and he's much more established. So I would say he gets that nod.
Mm-hmm. But it's hard to come back from an ACL injury, though.
It's hard to come back from a broken fucking foot. That got a discolorated broken foot.
Yeah. Take notes, Carson quits.
Yeah. And not from the doctors.
Exactly. Defied doctor's orders, in fact.
But I can tell you one award that's on lock.
He did it for
the Defensive Rookie of the Year is on lock for Michael Parsons. Easily.
Yeah, and you can make a case for him for Defensive Player of the Year. Currently, I believe he's leading. He's the leading candidate.
Now,
Defensive Rookie of the Year,
he's on another level.
Michael Parsons has that on lock. For sure. He has, 14 sacks? 12. Right. He has,
leading the FedEx Ground Player of the Week right now is Rex Burkhead. Leading the FedEx Air Player of the Week is Joe Burrow.
There you go.
All right. Congrats to Joe Burrow if that does happen.
DFW, I'm not letting you on here because last time you showed off a picture of that dick. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, ain't nobody wants to see that. I don't swing from that side of the plate.
Nah.
I usually tell him turn on your camera, show your face. If there's a dick in the background on the backstage, remove it.
Yeah.
Yeah, or we remove you.
Yeah. I was a victim of that last night. I got too excited, just clicked the on button, let him in, and he showed off that thing. It was quite disturbing.
I know the feeling.
I'm guessing they don't show it when they.
I shut down 2 of my streams and had to go do a complete successful third take after some troll came on here with dick pics.
Yeah.
That's why I don't. That's what kind of dissuaded me from doing like come one, come all live chats. I was considering it, but I ain't doing it.
So, anyways, moving on to another subject. Let's throw it back to 2017 for a minute. How were you feeling when Tyler Boyd caught that pass versus the Ravens on a 4th down?
I was a happy man. Not only was I a happy man, I was a happy man that we knocked the Ravens out of the playoffs and put Buffalo in it.
Oh yeah, I remember Buffalo. I remember a lot of Buffalo Bills fans were sending Andy Dalton a lot of gifts.
Yes, yeah, they sent Cincinnati some wings, and they donated to Andy Dalton's foundation.
That was very nice. I was like, yo, like Buffalo hasn't made it to the playoffs since Britney Spears' debut album. That's how bad it was at the time.
Yeah. At least when they finally came, at least when they finally made it again, they eventually made it to the AFC title game.
Yeah.
It's a shame they were no match for the Chiefs.
I was disappointed that day.
Yeah, they were no.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they were no match for the Chiefs.
I didn't want to see Mahomes in another Super Bowl.
Ravens fans had the audacity to whine and cry about how we ran up the score on them, and they were, "Oh, you Bengals ran up the score on us because we're injured." Bitch, you did the exact same thing to us 3 times. 2019, Week 10 in Cincinnati. Last season, Week 5 in Baltimore, and last season, Week 17 in Cincinnati. We did it to you twice. That's payback for what you did to us.
Right. Right. They've done that They've done that many times.
Yeah.
And that's something you would expect Pittsburgh to do.
Mm-hmm.
Although Pittsburgh is more notorious for giving you a fighting chance if you have an insanely losing record.
I call Pittsburgh.
The Yinzerville. It's nice to see them on the decline. Because
Yes,
much like Dallas, they're the Lakers fans of the NFL as soon as they get any success coming their way.
They need a new quarterback.
They will. Ben is actually retiring.
Yeah.
Or at least that's what he says.
He is retiring after this season.
Yeah.
I don't blame him. He's had a great career.
Yeah, it's time. It was finally time. I guess he was probably going to retire earlier, but then Pittsburgh threw all that extra money at him.
Yeah.
They threw a ridiculous amount. Almost as ridiculous as the money we're throwing at Cox. Pause.
They were actually, I think they were pay cutting him a little bit.
Little bit. But probably to give him a few more years.
Yeah. If y'all in the chat, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure y'all hit that like button. We appreciate y'all.
T. Higgins, 12 receptions, 194 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Well, here's the thing about T. Higgins. He's continuing the trend of 85 always being open.
Yeah, but next year he's going to switch to his college number 5.
They need to retire that Ocho Cinco number.
Yeah, but even though Isaac Curtis wore that number first.
True.
And TJ Hushmanzada too.
No. Only Chad Johnson, but that would be it.
Yeah, but Max Montoya was our ruler of the jungle on yesterday. Sunday we'll have one of our fans who hosted the famous tailgates for the Bengals fan base do the ruler of the jungle on Sunday, and we're wearing our orange, not the orange I'm wearing now, our new stripes orange.
Yeah, I like those.
Mm-hmm.
I like the combo you use when you beat Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Destroyed them.
With the orange on black.
I've always liked I always like the all black combo. But then again, that's my primary color, but that's all right.
Yeah, but if we were to switch our home jerseys from black to these orange, then you would have used our blacks for alternate home jerseys.
Mm.
I know when your team was first created, your color combo was meant to be a play on Cleveland.
Yep, I have that jersey hanging in my closet.
And
right
then they
now.
started. And then they started. They started standing out once they switched to those striped helmets that you still wear to this day.
Yep, and we have the.
And this is a hill I'm going to die on. You should have won both Super Bowls.
Yeah, the first one
even though
that first Super Bowl we almost came back and beat the Niners, but we didn't. They stopped us on a goal line stand. On that second Super Bowl, yes, you're right. We should have won that game. Had our defensive back didn't drop the damn ball, but Joe Montana
and then there was
beat us with the game-winning touchdown to John Taylor.
And then there was Stanley Wilson deciding to be an idiot, and then Tim Crumry getting hurt.
I want to see if you know some history, Dashy. So the Bengals only have one Hall of Famer. Who is he?
Anthony Munoz. I have his jersey hanging in my closet.
There you go. That's correct. Wow.
They only have one Hall of Famer ever.
Yes. He played.
That's kind of some BS. I feel like there's a few guys out there that may deserve it.
Like
right now,
Rudy.
Yeah, we're trying to get Big Willie Anderson in that Hall of Fame right now.
Mm-hmm.
Although it's also insanely difficult for offensive linemen to get in. I mean, just look at that one Packers guy. I believe his name is Jim Kramer.
The Ravens have been around so much less, and they have 3 Hall of Famers. They have more Hall of Famers than the Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, and
look at how many the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have.
I'm very upset that neither the Rattler Riley nor Kenny Anderson are still not in that Hall of Fame. We tried to get them in that Hall of Fame for years. Years.
You could probably make a case for Boomer Esiason, maybe.
So to answer your question, Tampa Bay has 5.
Yeah, the very first one was Leroy Selman. He was from the original team.
That's correct. Name the other 4.
Well, so far I can only name Warren Sapp and Ronde Barber.
We got John Lynch.
Oh, yeah, and then there's also Tim Brown.
Nope.
If he's in.
Yeah.
If he's in. Because Tim Brown was on the Buccaneers in 2004.
We got Derek Brooks.
Derek Brooks is in.
John Lynch.
Oh, yeah. John Lynch, I forgot. For some reason, I remember him more with the Broncos.
You got Leroy Selman correct. You got Warren Sapp correct. And here's the one nobody expects. Tony Dungy.
Yeah. He was the coach of the Buccaneers during those early days.
And New England only got 5, too.
No, that will change. Well, New England and Tampa is probably going to get one more.
Yeah.
And we all know who that is. I would not be surprised if Tampa ends up not being his last team.
Yeah, and if Big Willie Anderson gets in the Hall of Fame next year, we're gonna try to get Chad Johnson, hopefully my all-time favorite Bengal, Corey Dillon in.
Mm-hmm.
And Boomer
Dillon might make it, especially since he has a Super Bowl ring with the Patriots. And I think he did get a Super Bowl. He did get a touchdown that day.
We have 10.
Yep. And
I believe.
But Corey Dillon will probably get in as a Bengal because that's where he's supposed to spend most of his career in.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, Dillon spent most of his career in Cincinnati. I still have his jersey. It amazes me how he never got in that Hall of Fame. Same thing with Chad Johnson. It amazes me how he never got in that Hall of Fame.
The thing is, they're pretty biased when it comes to running backs, receivers. They're also very biased when it comes to quarterbacks that don't have Super Bowls, which is why McNabb is never going to get in.
Oh, look at the cute little kitty!
Is it black or gray?
It's black and white.
Like Michael
Because the
Jackson.
lighting may make it look a little bit gray. I had a gray and white kitty.
Like Michael Jackson.
Yep, Harold Carmichael. It took forever for that motherfucker to get in, and he had better numbers than Lynn Swan.
He was going through a Madden stretch. Jesus.
And there was one guy that probably, you know who probably should be in? Bob Trumpy.
Yes.
Yeah, but they never put him on the ballot for any reasons.
Yeah, because they're pretty biased toward tight ends.
Buffalo Bills have 10.
He was the one that said that if Greg Cook never got hurt, my fingers would be filled with Super Bowl rings.
O.J. Simpson. They put that man in the Hall of Fame, really.
Who is that?
O.J. Simpson. Not him, but, I was surprised they put O.J. Simpson in it.
O.J. Simpson? You gotta be kidding me. He had a legendary career.
Yeah. Chiefs at 13.
Tony Gonzalez.
Yeah, Tony Gonzalez spent most of his career in Kansas City, but he spent the rest of his career in.
Yo, where the fuck are all these Chiefs players coming from? I guess it's built around the sentiment say about a Chiefs hype.
We would be calling the Lombardi Trophy the Lamar Hunt Trophy if it wasn't for Lombardi.
Yeah, they blew out the Chiefs.
The Cardinals at 14? What the hell? I guess.
Yeah, there were a lot of guys that the Cardinals got at the ass end of there were a lot of Hall of Famers the Cardinals got at the ass end of their careers, like Emmitt Smith. They were known for getting a lot of guys. I don't know if Conrad Dobler is in.
Wow.
Let's see. Hold up. Dan Dierdorf got in.
Dan Dierdorf? Yeah, Dan Dierdorf's been in for years.
Larry Wilson is in. Rest in peace to him, by the way. Vikings got 15, and they're one of those. Their fan base is one of those who disrespected the Rocky statue.
Yeah, I remember that.
I still
and a lot of them came from the Purple People Eaters era. And I believe Frank Tarkenton's in.
Mm-hmm. He should be in.
Oh, absolutely. No question. Philly 500 believes Randall
Chris
Cunningham.
Carter, former Buckeye, is in. Randy Moss is in. His son, he's tied in for us right now. John Randall. Bud Grant.
Why isn't Jim Marshall on there?
Because they hold him going the wrong way against him forever.
Yeah.
Steve Hutchinson even got in.
The funny thing is, I think he went on to have a legendary career after that. Kind of like how everybody made fun of Jamar Chase for not understanding the strike ball thing. And then ever since then, he's been on an absolute tear.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, the Colts got many back from their Baltimore Colts days. You also got to take into account the football in the 40s, 50s, and all that. Because back then, teams that sucked now used to be beasts. Like the Lions. They were multi-time champions.
And the Giants.
So the Lions are going to have a shit ton of Hall of Famers.
The Giants, too.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, the Colts,
Stan Buck and all those guys.
Colts are the only team who can claim their own history from combine their history, use championships when they were the Baltimore Colts to the Indianapolis Colts. That's why they're the Baltimore Indianapolis Colts franchise. Baltimore Ravens fans can't do that. Only the Colts fans can do that.
Right. They can't. Baltimore can't claim that team. The funny thing is they can't claim the old Browns either. They can only claim what they were from 1996 onward.
Hold on.
But hey,
is that Joe Montana?
Having two Super Bowls, I would take that.
Fuck you, Joe Montana. For taking two Super Bowl set, Mike Bengals could have right now. Yeah, fuck you. And fuck you too, Bill Walsh. Bengals could have had 2 Super Bowls.
Well, thank Paul Brown for thinking he was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't Walsh's idea to leave.
Whoa. Okay.
Paul Brown chose Bill Tiger Johnson over him, which was a massive mistake.
17 for the Lions, for real?
Yeah, dude. Look at the Lions in the 40s and 50s. They were on something else.
Yeah.
Like Dick Night Train Lane, the Mad Duck. Oh wait, I don't think he got in.
I always said
Bobby Lane.
Their old logo reminds me of the Greyhound logo.
Yeah, it kind of does. That may have been intentional because I don't know if Greyhound is Detroit based. If it is, then you could definitely see some inspiration.
Miz even pissed off.
Who's that? What team is that?
The Miz said, "Your opinion doesn't matter. You live in Detroit and cheer for the Lions." That pissed off a lot of Detroit, Michigan residents on Raw tonight. Oh, fuck Cleveland.
You have to understand this about wrestling. It's a work. It's designed to piss you off. It's being a heel. It's a work.
Toby is number one. Tobey Maguire is number one in my mind.
Oh yeah, that goes without saying.
Yes.
I still yet to see the new Spider-Man movie.
Oh yeah, Cleveland has a shit ton because they were the kings of football in the 50s with Otto Graham.
Yeah, but you gotta feel bad for Paul Brown after fucking Art Modell firing him and relocated the original team to Baltimore, which pissed off a lot of Browns fans.
Yeah, Art Modell created both Cincinnati and Baltimore, both the Bengals and Ravens. He indirectly created both of them.
Tobey Maguire.
Back then, the Browns ruled unopposed, and the Steelers were trash.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, your team's conception was a parody of the Browns. CB, Ohio, the same orange, wore white at home pretty often.
Yeah.
Yeah, but different.
It was one of the most. I would say it's the most personal feud in the AFC North.
Yep.
It'll be nice if we could be competitive again.
The difference between us and the Browns is we have their main home color is brown and our home main color is black.
Yeah. Theirs is like really dark brown, so some people that don't see colors that well would probably get them confused. Mm. And there was and then there were some trainers that said to a guy, "These uniforms look a lot like the Cleveland Browns," and one guy's like, "Don't say that where Paul can hear you." Because Paul Brown made it personal.
Yeah, not only that, Art Modell started all this bullshit between him and
he ultimately fucked the Browns over.
Yeah.
Brown, if Art Modell didn't pull the bullshit that he pulled, we would not be in this situation right now.
There was also someone once started a rumor that Lori was going to try to move the Eagles to Phoenix or something.
What's up, big play, Slay?
What's going on? Where you at?
Just going over Hall of Fame stuff.
We got a Bengals in here? Shit.
Yep.
Damn, I haven't seen one in my life.
Joe Burrow went video game mode.
Hey, Joe Burrow looks very good, so I'll give you that.
Absolutely.
That boy is one hell of a player.
Yeah, you saw how that team looked without him.
Yeah.
And now he's got a guy who is on an absolute tear.
Dallas. Do we have to talk about this?
Oh man.
Maybe.
Okay.
Yes, no, maybe so. I mean, Roger Staubach was that dude.
We'll skip over that.
Same with Randy White. It took forever for Bullet Bob Hayes to get in. That guy deserved to get in decades before he ultimately got the nod.
course Joe Gibbs got it.
While they had the fastest man, we had the tallest man.
Hey, Carmichael should have been in the Hall of Fame way before.
Absolutely, I already discussed that. He put up better numbers than Lynn Swan.
I don't know why it took so long for the NFL to say Harold Carmichael should be in the Hall of Fame. He should have been.
You know who really got in super late? Ken Stabler. They decided to put him in posthumously because they're petty.
John Madden too.
Yep, John Madden changed the game of football forever, and they
absolutely after Lombardi.
And he made a video game.
Right?
Oh, absolutely.
He has a whole documentary behind him too. So
yeah.
Here's your second team, Big Play Slay.
Hey, no.
Yeah.
Why?
They had a shit ton of dudes back in the day.
Yo, where are you hiding? That's the last team I'll ever root for. Damn Giants. Damn Giants.
Yeah, that from their glory days.
It was one of our chances.
A lot of that came from the Steel Curtain era of the 70s.
The
like
fucking
Jack Ham,
Pittsburgh
Jack Lambert,
man.
Lee Joe Green, John Stallworth, Lynn Swan, Franco Harris, Terry Bradshaw.
Yep. Don't get me started with that 2015-16 AFC wildcard game, man.
And then they got Hines Ward in there.
Mm-hmm.
Troy Polamalu. Ben's gonna get in.
We've had a pretty good
Jerome Bettis, I think he's in.
Bus. Yeah, he got in 2011. He was first
year. Cowher gave us most headaches. Jerome Bettis gave us most headaches.
But here's the thing. Bill Cowher was only able to muster up one ring.
Yeah.
Troy Polamalu.
Well,
I hate him. He's one of the greatest safeties for the Steelers I ever played the game.
It's still more than still would have been way better than Dave Shula.
Hey, I'm glad we skipped over the Cowboys, KPP.
No, we didn't skip over them. I talked about Randy White, the manster.
No, I just got done. No, it's okay because I just got done hearing 338 yards in the first half of a football game is trash. So.
Oh, that's what Champ said.
Ain't that right?
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, that's what Eagle Champ said. 338 yards. He said that's trash.
How?
Because we beat a sorry team.
How?
We beat the same team. Like, you can't.
Yeah.
Come on, Eagles champ.
Come on, Eagles champs. Just stop it.
Yeah. Champ, I get that he thinks Dak is an elite. But, okay, 300 yards in the first half alone is just ridiculous. I don't.
And the motherfucker is throwing more times than he probably should. He's still getting the job done.
And Hurts is struggling to even get 300 yards in a game. So there's
right. I mean, all the criticisms of Jalen are still warranted, but at least he's heading in the right direction. I mean, he's finally hitting on those post routes. We saw that for the second week in a row.
Yeah, he was like, you have 3 number 1 receivers, and you're only
right,
passing for 338 yards in the game.
Who helps?
Only 338 yards.
But the thing is, what you have to remember is your receivers, at the end of the day, can only be as good as your quarterback. If your quarterback's getting you the ball, you can't be as good if the quarterback's not getting you the ball. I mean, just look at Devontae Smith.
Oh, the Bears have the most.
Oh, yeah. Back from the 40s with Gale Sayers, Dick Butkus, and Sid Luckman. I think Sid Luckman is in. The last great QB the Bears have ever had.
That's a long-ass list.
Oh, yeah. They were all from the era. Mike Singletary, Walter Payton,
the Super Bowl.
Mike Ditka. Mike Ditka played for the Bears as well as being a coach. He was also a former Eagle and Cowboy.
Ditka Butkus.
Oh yeah, he was one of the Hall of Famers Dallas had.
By the way, I gotta say, Big B, I love that video you did about the Giants when you murdered the Giants. That was hilarious. Oh my god, that was a great video.
Oh yeah,
sorry.
That video was
so Eagles champ.
I have to.
Please stop with your hot takes, bro. That's fucking dumb. What you just said just now. Clownery. Only 338 yards in the first half.
Only.
Only.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. He was
lights out. I'm not gonna lie.
When you look at, and not to mention, even if it doesn't show up in the stat sheet, you'll see it on film.
And
the narrative about it's time to declare the narrative about him being a dinker and dunker is dead.
Oh,
he does that primarily because
Oh, were you hiding? What were you doing there? Were you hiding?
That narrative's been dead.
my feet was on the freaking YouTube, not the YouTube speaker, the Bluetooth speaker.
Oh,
And
Oh well.
I
Oh
got it.
shit.
Yeah.
And I fell.
I thought you was about to fall.
He passed for over 400 yards in the game yesterday.
Joe Burrow threw for 299 yards in the first half against the Ravens. He threw for 525 yards in the
don't
game.
forget, he only passed for only 299 yards. Yeah, only 299 yards.
And by the way, the last time we had a quarterback that was able to do that at a whim was McNabb.
I think Sham said if Jalen Hurts did that, he wouldn't be happy with that. I would be. I don't know what he's talking about, but that would be amazing. If that
Bro, my
happened.
quarterback, he did. But if a quarterback throws for 300 yards in the first half, 400 yards in the game, and wins in the blowout, I will be any fucking fan base will be happy. In the blowout, any fan base will be happy with that.
Yeah, now it's like now you're like Lanky Kong with the level of reaching.
If you win a football game, you win a football game. It is not matter.
Absolutely. It's like Bill Belichick once said. It's like what Bill Belichick once said. Stats are for losers. Final scores are for winners. Oh yeah, you got both at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't see that team making it very far in the postseason. But at the same time, any 7th seed team they face, they're fucking beating.
Mm-hmm.
No question about it.
And he was like, the Cardinals are going to beat the Cowboys next week because we're building ourselves and blue.
No, they ain't.
You gotta talk to your boy Eagles shit, man.
If DeAndre Hopkins was playing, it would be a different story, but he's not. So
yeah, they absolutely. And I don't know how that Cardinals defense is. I think they may have slowed down as well.
Yeah, their defense isn't that good. I'm not even gonna lie. Their run defense is terrible, honestly.
But Dak has had games where he'll have a shitty day, but he'll be able to manage a game.
Hey, he wins a lot of games, so I'll give him that.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Everybody here? All right.
Hey, he might not look the greatest, but he wins football games.
Well, that's what matters.
It's the National Football League. It's what you can do for me right now, not what you've done for me.
It's what have you done for me lately?
Basically, yeah. So,
I mean, yeah, he does have many off throwing days. There's no question about it. But
so does Jalen Hurts, and he helps us win games. So
right,
last night, that was one of his best games of the season. But of course,
that might have been one of the best games of his career.
Yeah.
If not the best.
He only threw for 425 yards, so I'm not impressed. He has to throw for 700 yards next game.
Is that even possible?
How much total yards did you guys have?
I'm just going by Eagles logic.
Just remember, and here's something else to put into perspective. Donovan McNabb once threw for over 500 and lost.
Yeah. Wait, KPG, how much total yards do the Cowboys have? Like with running
real quick.
I think we almost had near 600.
Damn. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a ton of yards.
How many rushing?
497. I got it.
108 rushing yards for the Cowboys.
How did Zeke?
That means they were just That means they were mainly picking Washington apart in the air.
How much yards does Zeke have, by the way?
Let me see.
Yeah, they kind of proven that they didn't really need them all that much.
Yeah, they didn't need them all that much either.
Although Pollard can make it happen. That's why that 1-2 punch is so important.
Yeah.
Especially the fact that the Eagles need that, even though I think both Miles Sanders and Jordan Howard are hurt.
Yeah.
So that would slow us down.
I mean, before we had like Boston Scott and Howard,
Yep.
and that got the job done.
Yeah. I was pretty skeptical. With that, I was pretty skeptical. I was pretty skeptical about Sanders coming back, but then he came into his own. He did his part as well, and the next thing you know, he had 2 games where he was finally being what we needed him to be.
And he got injured.
Yeah, it's almost like a catch-22. But
I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like Sanders is gonna be one of those players where he's good. He fits our system, but he
can't carry a team. I know that for a fact. But luckily, he doesn't need
the field. Like
he doesn't need to. Luckily, he does not need to. We don't need that kind of guy. We have other guys that can do what needs to be done.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about the Giants, but Boston Scott always has his good games against the Giants. I don't know why.
He's the one guy. He's the one guy that scored on the goal line against them.
I don't know how he
Sanders couldn't do it. Howard couldn't do it. And the next thing you know, one guy gets in easily, and who is it?
Lane, I think.
No, not him. Even though he did too.
Wait, are you talking about the rushing touchdowns for us yesterday?
Yes. The one guy that got in.
It was Scott. That's it.
Of course. Who else?
Hey, their best bet was for Sanders not to get injured, so Scott didn't come in the game. And Sanders got injured, and Scott came in the game. And
Sanders is absurd. His absurd fun fact is a primary reason why it's a team sport. It's a primary example of it being a team sport.
Yep.
I mean, Sanders to me is that guy who plays really good, but can't stay healthy.
Yep.
Yeah,
I agree.
And that kind of sounds familiar. There's a certain Giants player we know that fits that same bill.
Oh, let me guess. He came from Penn State.
Saquon Barkley.
Exactly.
I mean, honestly, bro, I'm not even gonna lie.
It's usually Penn State's defensive players that make it happen.
Saquon Barkley's offensive line, though, gives him literally no.
They don't do him any favors at all.
Holy shit, that offensive line is terrible.
And I heard that Bad Dog has the same complaints about Barkley that we do about Sanders.
Derek Barnett literally looked like an all-pro against that offensive line. That's how bad.
Yeah, he did get another offsides penalty.
I mean, true.
At least he got tackled, but at least he got a couple tackles for a loss.
Yeah.
And one thing you also have to put into perspective is you can see what he does. A lot of the times with these defensive linemen, you can see what they do. They can make an impact without getting on a stat sheet.
Yeah.
Which is the main narrative for Fletcher Cox.
Yep.
So he did get a sack last week, and he did get he did get a couple tackles for a loss.
The guy to cut Fletcher Cox. He's like old and washed though.
I don't know about cut him, but we should trade him.
No, we can't cut him. We can't cut him, or we can't trade him. Either way, it's going to be a massive cap hit.
Yeah, look at all the money.
It's one of the reasons why it's also there's another guy we can't get rid of who would be a cap hit, and his name is Jalen Reagor, even though he had a pretty solid outing.
Hey, I think what the Giants should do is just literally go offensive line this entire offseason. Like free agency.
I think I've also noticed that with Hurts being more confident throwing downfield, I think that opened up maybe a couple more opportunities for Reagor to do some more stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's throwing. This was one of my earlier criticisms about him, that he hasn't really established a post game yet, but based on these past 2 weeks, he's working on it.
We need a possession receiver though. We really need one. JJ Arcega-Whiteside is not it. We
No,
need a possession
no.
receiver. We need a guy.
He ain't working. He's done.
Jalen Hurts. We can trust Jalen Hurts to throw the ball up, and that guy is gonna always catch it 1-on-1. Like I'm not gonna say Kenny Golladay.
Yeah, he does have that. He does have
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Thank God he at
Hey,
least
but
not that.
Why do you have that card, man?
guys,
Get
remember,
rid of that card immediately. Like
guys,
throw it in
remember
a
one thing.
dumpster and never
Remember
let
one
it
thing. Guys, remember one thing. JJ can block.
Yeah, but he still gets called for offensive penalties.
What's going on, Coach Dante? What up, man?
That's the only
better
thing,
not
that's
show
the
that.
thing I keep
Better
hearing.
not show that when Eagle Champ is around.
Oh man. Yo, remember that video you were playing last night where you're hiding that? I could not stop laughing for the entire night, bro. You had me crying. Okay. We need to make more memes like that though, for real. That shit will go up.
Got him in my sights.
Yeah, I think we should look at a possession receiver though in the draft or free agency.
It's probably what they're going to be using one of those 3 picks on. Maybe.
We're just a second wide receiver away from really doing damage in the playoff.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that.
Yeah.
You also have to take into perspective that by spending the last offseason, getting rid of a good deal of organizational cancer, we ended up withering away any semblance of a pass rush we ever had.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
We needed 3-down defensive end. We don't have that.
They're going to use They're going to use that on one of those picks, but they're definitely getting a defensive tackle. Knowing this team the way I do, the thing is, I'm basing it on what they would do, not on what I want them to do. I want them to get a linebacker, but they're going to go after linemen. They've always done that.
We need to look for somebody that's going to succeed Fletcher Cox for the future.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think
start day one.
We should go after a big physical possession receiver in like the late rounds because I don't want to take a risk on one of those big physical receivers in that like first round. I don't
think they're going to. I think they're going to get that in like the second, maybe third round.
Yep.
I think the third round's when they go after him, maybe even fourth.
You want to wait that long and hope that a wide receiver falls to us, though?
I mean,
that's what they're going to do. That's what they're going to do. I'm basing this on what I think they would do.
A lot of these quarterbacks are going to rise, though. So that's what's going to make some of these quarterbacks, some of these receivers fall.
Yeah, I'm not too big for quarterbacks in this draft.
I get that, but the NFL, the NFL teams, they like doing that. When they start to hear quarterbacks like
won the Heisman Trophy,
they're going to fall. Rice.
Mm-hmm.
So,
I don't think quarterbacks because that only right for us to pick wide receivers.
Then again,
go ahead, son.
Is anyone for Bryce Young?
Bryce Young?
Yeah, it just came off my head. I don't watch much college
He's
football.
He's not in his drafts. He's in that.
I don't think he's coming out this year. I think he's gonna stay one more year. I don't think he's coming out this year.
I don't know. I don't even know what the 2022 draft class would look like.
That's strong. That's strong. That class is strong. Very strong.
Quarterbacks.
There you go.
So if Jalen Hurts doesn't do good this season, the following season after this one, we can really get a quarterback in that next draft. Because
there you go.
That's what most of these teams are waiting on.
That's what I want to do. I would look at what Hurts is going to do this season, and if he doesn't do good this following season, get your quarterback in that next year's draft because you have a good team in place already. So just look at a quarterback. If you fill the positions out, go after a quarterback in that next year's draft.
Eagles champ, come on in here. Bring your ass in here. Bring that ass over here.
Yo, you're lucky.
Dak Prescott is trash, and Kirk Cousins has better stats. But like I say, I mean, Kirk Cousins not even in the playoff picture right now. Dak Prescott is.
And he's a notorious choker.
Well, first of all, Coach Dante, you better hide that logo before Eagles Champ come in here.
Hey, let him come in. I ain't coming. I ain't scared of him. I keep this logo here.
Come on, man. He's your quarterback, Eagles champ, and he's winning us games. How can you like? I get that he hasn't shown too much, but he's winning us football games. That's what we want.
Now that's ridiculous.
Man,
right. That's great.
Maybe was.
I think Eagles champ said that Blake Bortles is better than Dak Prescott. I'm pretty sure he said that, if I'm not mistaken.
Dak Bortles.
Blake Bortles.
Matt Ryan has longevity over pretty much over Dak Prescott.
Which is why I said
his longevity came into it.
Was better.
But
was.
I want to wait to
Not
see
anymore.
how much longevity that Dak has. So I'm going to wait.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You can't really judge that. Yeah, you can judge it now because Matthew Stafford longevity. You can probably put him now, but right now, I think Dak Prescott is the better quarterback right now at his stage of his career. Right now,
Matt Ryan, yeah.
Matt Ryan on the tail end of his career.
Oh my God, Eagles champ! You really think Blake Bortles is better than Dak Prescott? What are you smoking? You really think that? He really thinks that? Like he just said he is.
Blake Bortles, when he had one good season, that was it.
Yeah, that was it.
That was one good season, dude. That was it.
You're lucky you're in the Eagles chat, bro. Cowboys fans will be killing you right now if you said that. You're lucky you're in the Eagles chat.
Probably even some non-Cowboys fans.
For real.
Hold on, listen to this, guys.
That would probably be even some Cowboys haters.
He just sent me a text, y'all. He said Dak Bortles has thrown for 276 yards per game, and Kirk Cousins has thrown for 277 per game.
Yeah, but look at the scores.
But
look
he's
at the
not
film.
in the playoffs, though. He's not that. He clinched the playoffs.
And he's going to lose the first round, so I don't give a damn how many playoffs he wins. Equivalent to Tony Romo. Dak Prescott is equivalent to Tony Romo. Tony Romo might have better stats, bro. Dak is trash. He's horrible.
I mean, why is Kirk Cousins not in the playoffs, though? Why is he not in the playoffs? If he got
why is Kirk Cousins?
Why is he not in the playoffs?
Why is Kirk Cousins have better stats right now than Dak Prescott?
Why is he not in the playoffs? Doesn't matter. He's not in the playoffs.
He's gonna go to the wild card and lose to Aaron Rodgers. That's playoff. Okay.
Are you sure he's making a wild card?
Baker Mayfield might have more stats than him. I heard he has more stats. You might look at the stats. Love stats. Look it up. Hey, Jace Jones just sent it to me.
Yo, Big D is going off.
Look at the film.
I know the film.
The film. The eye test.
All right.
Look at that.
Hold on.
That is more valuable than any
but that's what Big Play Slate says. He wants stats. I'm giving you the stats.
It's not stats. I'm not even looking
at
game stats.
Film?
I'm looking at the film too. I'm looking at the raw film. Kirk Cousins is a quarterback that probably has stats, but he doesn't make good decisions in between the
Neither
games.
does Dak Prescott. I mean, how many times has he thrown interceptions?
I mean, who's winning right now? The Cowboys.
The defense. The Cowboys' defense is winning, not Dak Prescott and their running game. It's called game manager.
What game were you?
He's not a franchise quarterback.
Pretty good last night.
Yeah.
400 yards and you're a game manager.
When video
I was
game
a game manager. How many? What was his whole career? What was his whole stat line last night?
That was the best game of his career.
What about his game film?
He versed the Washington football team. They're sorry. Oh no. Wait.
Did
when
we
they play them? They're good. But when we play them, we're injured. They're injured. I get it. The memes are happening like Super Bowl champs. They played the trash Washington football team. We played Giants. I'm not impressed with us beating Giants too. They're Giants. They're sorry. That's what you're supposed to do. Let me know when they beat the Packers. Or they won't do that. We already know they're going to lose. Listen, man, I don't got further along. I got to get to work. But I'm just going to say this, bro. Like, what I saw from Jalen Hurts was, again, he missed Dallas, got a wide open. He's been, you look at the film. Does he look like a franchise quarterback? I don't think so. Did he get better?
Oh, who do you want? Who do you want at the quarterback position?
I want Jalen Hurts, but if Jalen Hurts is not produced, I got to get a quarterback in here.
Which quarterback, though?
Whether he's
would you go through a trade or a draft?
I'd rather go for a trade because I don't know because I don't trust how he would draft him.
So you want Deshaun Watson over Aaron Rodgers or Russell Wilson?
Hell yeah! If he's
I would
cleared,
take Watson over Wilson. That's for sure.
He said, "Hell yeah."
If he is cleared and Watson's able to play, hell yeah. Over Hurts right now?
Definitely Watson.
I
absolutely.
Aaron Rodgers is the main guy I would take. But
absolutely. As much as I give Coach Dante criticism, he would be with Devontae Smith.
Criticism. You can't give me criticism.
I like Dante.
Here is one thing we can all agree on. I think most of us would. Watson is better than Dak. That's something we can still agree on.
Absolutely. Dak Prescott is.
Here's the thing. There's one thing that Watson can do.
I'm tired of Cowboy fans running their mouth, man.
Here's one thing Watson can do more reliably: take over games.
Passes.
Yes.
Yep. I agree.
There's one weakness about Dak's he's never truly taken over too many games. He has done so before.
He
did take over.
He has always
last
had a
night.
running. Listen, Dak had always had offensive line. He always had receivers. You give Watson that right now, they're going to Super Bowl. As much as I criticize Watson, my only thing with Watson is when he loses receivers, he gets down on himself. But I think he would do good with Philly. I mean, you put him with Devontae Smith and Quez Watkins right now, I think they do good.
Watson would probably get more credit if he didn't score with the opposing offense with too much time left.
I just want a quarterback.
Thank you.
My problem with Jalen Hurts is he's not reading the whole defense. If you saw last
his field vision is still suspect. His skill set is still limited,
and he chooses to run.
He makes his adjustments so late in the game.
You are a Hurts fan, man. I can see. You're gonna cry when Hurts leaves, bro.
No,
I don't care what quarterback it is. I don't care what quarterback he is.
Okay.
People said, "Be quiet, man."
Can I say one thing?
No. We don't want to hear you, bro. You talk all the time, man.
You realize?
Oh my God, here we go.
You realize
I'm gonna get off, bro.
Games, right?
Get off, bro.
We're winning football games. What more do you want? We're winning football games. Where are you hiding? Are we not 8-7? Are we not winning football games with Jalen Hurts under center?
Yes.
Well, the thing is, the criticisms of him are still warranted, but the thing is, you can't be too picky. If he leaves, cool. If he leaves and we get Watson, cool. If we keep him for another year, cool.
But here's the thing, and it's my problem that I have with him. He makes his adjustments so late. I agree. Keep it.
That could also. It could also play into the one of the main things fans like about him. He has no quit in him. That's one primary thing that fans love about him is he has no quit in him. I mean, he'll be sloppy as fuck. He'll do all the fucking flawed ass shit that he does early on, but then he'll start to go through his progressions throughout the course of the game, and then he'll start to do some different stuff. One thing I've been learning from him, he's doing different stuff, and a lot of problems that you would have with him, but a lot of things you would like about him. There's, like I said before, there's many things that you're not necessarily going to pick up if you're like a stats nerd. You just look at box scores. This comes from the eye test.
But here's the thing, though. I give him credit for coming back after all the weird shit that has gone on early in these games. But when you're going up against teams like the Packers or Tampa Bay, you can't always expect to come back after a shit.
Absolutely. Against Tampa.
It's not even Tampa. I would say the Rams. I think if we place a team like the Rams, if Devontae Smith,
or Dallas,
if he gets shut down by Jalen Ramsey, and how is he going to look?
And here's another thing.
I think Smith's going to beat Ramsey, but
are we really?
No, I don't think so.
I can't say he'll beat Ramsey.
Are we really going to trust into our defense to hold it down while Jalen Hurts struggles? I'm just saying.
Hell no.
Because one thing you can depend on, if we do play the Rams, which is I'm scared to play the Rams, they also got pretty great offensive receivers. But Ramsey can take away Devontae Smith himself, and he always guards number one cornerbacks. It's just You got to put Devontae Smith in situations where you can move around, where you can move him around too, and move him away from Jalen Ramsey. You can also move him away from Jalen Ramsey. But if he's always on that side of Jalen Ramsey, Ramsey can very much take him out.
Thank you, my good sir.
And he's the only corner. Ramsey is the only corner that I know that don't have one. That play man-to-man coverage by himself and shut people down on the island by himself.
I find Ramsey to be a bit overrated, but
no, I
don't know.
I disagree. He's good. He's good.
He shut down. I'm not even gonna lie. He shut down Justin Jefferson yesterday by himself. No catches, one catch.
Now the only person that he came out and said that would give him trouble is Hopkins. That's the only person that give him trouble. That's basically
DK Metcalf gave him trouble. I'm not even gonna lie. DK Metcalf gave him trouble though.
Absolutely. But then again, DK Metcalf also gave Slay trouble.
Yeah.
Outside of Darius Slay, who can lock down better than Jalen Ramsey?
No one. I mean, Jair Alexander from the Packers. I like him. He's pretty shut down.
Before it's taking a receiver out of the game by itself, when you don't have to play no zone coverage, no over the top help, Jalen Ramsey, I'm telling you, on a different level. By itself, one-on-one, no help, by itself.
The only way we can beat the Rams is who else is going to help us in that game but number 88, Dallas Goedert. That's the only guy that we really have because he's going to attack the middle of the field, and they're going to hit.
They're going to beat us. They would beat us solely by scoring early on.
Yes, and the way to beat the Rams, if you're planning on running the football, you can't go up the gut. You have to go side to side because
Aaron
Donald, and then you got Von Miller on the other edge. You got Von Miller on one edge.
And I think they still have Dante Fowler Jr., but I could be wrong.
No, they don't have him anymore. I don't think they do. I'm scared of Cooper Kupp though. That dude is.
They don't got Devontae Fowler Jr., but they got Leonard Floyd. They do got Leonard Floyd.
Too. And then they got Odell.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He's trash because he couldn't do anything for Cleveland. It's not Baker Mayfield's fault. By the way, I'm being insanely sarcastic.
They just didn't throw to him.
Yeah.
Baker sucks.
He just couldn't get him the ball. That's all.
You want to talk about somebody who sucks? Look no further than that guy.
Yeah.
At least Dak does what he's supposed to do with what he's got. Baker has almost the same, but yet he is known to be a choker.
I got a question for the panel. Who do you guys see in the Super Bowl from the AFC and the NFC?
Bucks Patriots.
Ooh, I like that.
I'm gonna say Bucks Patriots too. It may switch to Bucks Rams though.
What about you?
Patriots Rams.
What about you?
That's not gonna be. If any team other than Buccaneers are getting in, Pats ain't getting.
I hate making predictions. Period. I hate. I struggle so much to get.
If the Rams go to the Super Bowl. I said,
I don't know if we're gonna win Sunday. Just because them guys got beat 56-14. I don't know. I really don't know because this Washington football team can come out different. They can come out really, really, really different against us. I'm just saying, any given Sunday, you see the Texans smack the goddamn Chargers.
Not that. Now I'm talking about the Super Bowl.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know. I gotta wait to playoff time. I'll tell you about playoff time. I don't want to see it early. I gotta see who in the playoffs first.
I want you to jinx the Cowboys. So that's what I wanted to happen.
The Cowboys are going to win the Super Bowl. There, I jinxed.
Thank you for jinxing them. Where you hiding? I really appreciate
it. Probably won't work. It probably wouldn't work that way for us.
Congratulations.
But to be honest with you, like I said before, as far as Dallas is concerned, I think they're a quick. I still think they're a quick out. But I think they would beat any 7th seed team. Mm-hmm. Any 7th seed team they go up against, they're fucking beating.
If we play them, I think if the playoffs stand today, we would play them.
Yep.
Yeah, and they would absolutely massacre us.
So if that happens,
as easy as the last time.
If that happens, then if they beat us, which I think would happen. Then they would go on to face the Packers, right? I don't think.
Yeah, and they will lose. And here's the thing: we can't say anything.
Where you're hiding, though, I agree with you. It's going to be a lot closer.
We only ran it 3 times the last time. They're
Yep.
not going to massacre us.
By the way,
But
yeah,
again,
but what's Dallas'
Woody
run
High, I got a
defense
question
look
for
like?
you though. Even though we did run the ball 3 times, the way our defense looked, was we ever really winning that game if we did ran the football the way our defense looked in that game?
We still had a chance to come back in that game. The play calling was just terrible.
The defense just was bad from the jump, though. That defense was bad from the jump, though, from the start of the football game.
I could definitely see his. Yeah, I would say.
But I
would say the smallest deficit would probably be 10 points.
I definitely agree, though, because again, Nick Sirianni, I think he was too busy trying to get into a shootout with Dallas and thinking I'm going to have to score against Dallas, which wasn't working at all. That was not working. That game plan was not going to work.
I'll tell you what it was. He was trying so hard to listen to the fans. That's not what you need to do to win games.
Yep.
He's trying to satisfy us.
Personally, I don't even think it's Gannon's fault. I just think he has so much limited players around him. He really can't do too much. He has Alex Singleton.
No, he sucks. His team.
Alex Singleton sucks.
Nah, yeah, I can't.
His personnel. He definitely has a good point that his personnel doesn't really help him too much.
Yeah, he doesn't have to
playing slightly better, but
he's
not much to write home about.
And not really using the players to the best of their abilities. He's limiting.
Yeah, he's trying to force square pegs into round holes. By Joey Shakes said it best. Joey Shakes mentioned that he's always taking defensive linemen off the ball to try to chase screens, and they're not designed for that.
Yeah, I don't like him as a defensive coordinator, though. I don't think he's consistent.
He's horrible. No. But yeah, you definitely make a fair point.
Go ahead, Sonic.
And I hate when people defend Gannon, saying he's improving.
What games are they watching, folks? The thing is, a lot of those apologists are probably looking at this. They're probably looking at the box score once again. They're probably looking at the box score. They're probably looking at ESPN. Probably looking at Pro Football Reference or whatever have you. And the thing is, even if he has a solid outing, you'll see game film of his many flaws.
I appreciate you, Eagle Sham. I'm seeing all the same problems you're seeing, but I just needed to say what I need to say.
All I want to do is win, no matter what.
Right.
That's why I say.
But here's the thing: as far as Jalen is concerned, all the criticisms are still warranted, but he's doing what he needs to do right now, and he fought for his case. He made his case for another year.
Dude, we have 3 first-round picks. We're a rebuilding team, and we're winning games. That's all I wanted. This is a perfect.
That's all I want to do: win games.
Right. I said that
I just want to win games.
The floor being 8 wins was already. They're already where they need to be.
Where you're hiding? You remember, man. In the offseason, I was being overly critical of this team. I didn't think we were going to be this good. But hey, we're playing a lot better than I expected. We have a chance.
We're starting to play as I expected.
Yeah. So I didn't think we would get into the playoffs, which we haven't done yet. But
I kind of overestimated our chances.
We're the 7th seed. It really doesn't matter if we don't get into the playoffs, because if we at least competed to get to the playoffs, or at least make a push to try to get into the playoffs, I think this is a perfect season for us.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I know RPF recently returned, so tomorrow night I might do one with him. But we'll see where you hide.
You're always welcome, Big D.
I appreciate that. And the thing is, I understand. I try to understand where you're coming from, but yeah, you also got to understand. Game film is a lot more important than statistics, my friend. And if you can make the argument, there is a legit narrative you can use for Dak, his record against teams over 500. And there are many Cowboys fans that have reached out to me and said that they didn't like how he was performing during the course of some of those 3 games, with the exception of last night. That's the thing about Dallas fans that kind of frustrate me is they have a tendency of being bipolar as fuck.
Yeah.
Dak does good. They act like he's the greatest thing since. They act like he's fucking Tom Brady. But when he doesn't do good, they act like he's fucking Cleo Lemon.
Yeah.
But The thing is, he does what he's supposed to do with his teams.
This season alone just shows you why Deshaun Watson has been underrated this entire
absolutely
entire last 3 to 4 years.
Right.
Like you have Mahomes playing not so good. You have Josh Allen playing not so good. You have guys like Brady. He's okay. Of course, Brady's not always be in the top 10, but Herbert,
Sam Darnold.
he just lost.
Brady.
I do still agree. I do still agree that Dak's not quite elite yet. He's on the borderline.
Why the hell Sam Darnold and Cam Newton got a job? I don't know why.
Me either.
2 clowns.
Newton, bro.
It's a who you know business, probably.
Yeah.
But you know, Bobby Murphy got Herbert over Watson, who fucking wet the bed against my Houston Texans yesterday. And that's who we got over Deshaun Watson right there, Justin Herbert, who wet the fucking bed.
I don't think Bobby Murphy said that. I think that was
no, that was Bobby Murphy that was Bobby Murphy. In your stream, he said he got Herbert over
one
Watson.
of them said
he got Herbert. Yeah, he said he got Herbert over Watson.
Champ also said that Murray is better than Watson, which I don't agree with.
Someone that got benched. Someone that got benched against the Detroit Lions. Who got benched against the Detroit Lions? That's who.
It might be. The thing is, it might. That would be a legit argument, but there may be a few problems with that.
I don't know.
I don't.
Murray.
And
and guess what? Since Murray don't got to win without DeAndre Hopkins in the lineup. I forgot that he don't have a win without DeAndre Hopkins. So Deshaun Watson got 4 wins without him. So what does that make Deshaun Watson? Yeah, okay. And that's the question you need to answer right there. Murray don't got to win without his best receiver.
He
had 33 touchdowns without him too. He had 33
touchdowns and less interceptions.
Yeah, he was still. Yeah,
talk your shit, Coach Dante.
I watched him. He was still making stuff happen.
All I gotta say,
and not to mention that Houston defense is atrociously bad.
You said Watson who?
I said Watson used what he had to make those stats.
That's what I'm saying.
Quarterback
he used what he had.
So you still think he's better, Eagles champ? You still think Murray's better? Right?
But if he said that.
Oh man, I don't I get what he's trying to say, but I don't get it in a sense. He said Murray's better. If Watson playing, Murray isn't better QB than Watson. He kept we can
only come to any real determinations when Watson plays with another team, or he plays with Houston again, if he will.
That Texans team was lucky enough to win 1 game, and they won 4, and that's
they should have fired Bill O'Brien after that game.
Yep.
Everybody and their dog says it to this day.
Don't you know how terrible it is and how heartbreaking it is to lose 8 games close? 8 games close.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You lost 8 games. We lost 8 games close. Probably 2 games out of the whole schedule were probably blowouts. Probably really legit blowouts. The Bears was a blowout. We had no chance, but Deshaun Watson, he didn't even struggle in that game. We were just bad on defense. We was bad on defense, period, though. We was bad on both sides of the ball.
At least you didn't lose to a 66-yard game-winning field goal.
Oh, yeah. That's crazy.
Of course, Merrick Gold. Of course, Deshaun Watson isn't like he's not playing. Of course, Kyler Murray's better this season because Deshaun Watson's not playing. He has legal issues.
He's not playing. Of course, he's gonna be better. He's not playing. We said
here's one thing.
We said when Watson is on the field, is Kyler Murray better than Watson?
At least Watson didn't lose to Carson Wentz
on the field. If Watson is playing, if those quarterbacks are better.
Big D, say that again.
At least Watson didn't lose to Carson Wentz.
Hallelujah.
He take Carson Wentz.
Praise God. Oh.
And Carson Wentz, remember in 2017, that team still won a Super Bowl without him.
How dare you say that name?
Oh, they wouldn't have won if it hadn't been for him.
The backup still won the Super Bowl.
But guess what? We wouldn't even be in the Super Bowl. We would be in the Super Bowl.
I think if he was in that lineup, we would have choked.
Mhm.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, we would've
Seattle
made it,
was
but we
Seattle
say
may be
y'all-
proof enough of that. But then again, you could also make a case for the Rams, even though the Rams got shit stomped by Atlanta.
Honestly, I think our running game carried us to that Super Bowl. Personally,
That's the point that I was trying to make the Eagles champ the other week.
it's a team sport. It's not
Well,
one.
and the thing is, the one deciding one was the deciding one was Atlanta. 15 plus 10 is 25.
Yep.
That game was really close. Whoever
Yeah.
was winning that game was going to win. the Super Bowl.
I feel like that Torrey Smith debacle catch made too much of a difference.
Thank you, Keanu Neal,
Say Keanu Neal.
with the kneecap.
Oh man, Eagles champ. Oh, this dude is one tricky person. We got to debate again, bro. We have to. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know why you're taking personal shots. I mean, once you start doing that, it's like
That's like we're trying to debate here, not like take that. Go to work, my guy. Just chill. Just go to work or something. Like, yeah.
yeah, personal shots don't work.
But this season, I gotta say that Atlanta Falcons game was definitely Jalen Hurts' best game.
Some may disagree and say Denver was.
Jalen Hurts, I think he was 27 for 35 in that Falcons game. I think.
I still think the Chargers game, even though we lost, probably his best game.
Perhaps.
That's just my opinion.
I thought he had
Yeah.
a good game against the Chargers. I thought he kept the Eagles right in the game. I thought he had a good game. He played okay in that game.
He played
definitely
okay. I don't think he did amazing though.
He did.
I
He
think he
did
played
miss some
okay in that
opportunity.
game.
He did
I'm not
miss an
gonna say he
opportunity
played
or two at the goal
I
line.
think he played okay. Because some of them downs he ran with his legs and he kept the drives alive in that game. The defense was bad from the jump in that game.
But
the
Jalen Hurts was damn near perfect in that Atlanta game though.
I said he played okay in
Yeah, he did. He actually did miss
great.
a few guys that day as well. But
Now he didn't play great. He played okay in that game. He played okay against the Chargers. He did okay. He didn't play.
yeah,
great.
he missed a couple opportunities, but either way,
Mm-hmm.
his worst game was probably New York.
Man, that's by far his worst game of the season.
Oh, yeah,
that's by
no
far
question.
his worst game.
When I
That's
say
what-
probably, I actually mean most definite.
And that's when Minshew Mania started. That game right there, Minshew Mania started. everything.
Mania.
Yeah, they went. Yeah,
We were
That's-
playing the
that's what
goddamn
you won by the second quarter.
That's when it started. Minshew Mania, that game right there.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Jalen did exactly what he needed.
And he's
You shot crazy.
The hell are you talking about?
He said he'll own you, Big D down.
Hell out of here. And no, I'm not starting anything with you. I'm
You're
just
good.
saying that's kind of weak of you to do that to BPS. But
You're
hey,
good. You're good. You're good.
just keep it football, my friend.
Yep. You're good. You're good.
If you meant something else, that's fine.
I mean, Dante, were we not all here in the offseason where this man was saying Jalen Hurts is better than Deshaun Watson, and now he wants to say we should get rid of Jalen Hurts? Like he said in the offseason, did Eagles champ not say Jalen Hurts was better than Deshaun Watson?
I know you were talking about BPS.
Like, I don't
like Jalen, like him, Bird game. They all saying they was better than that. Hurts was probably better than Watson. They always saying that. Go. You remember that night we stayed up all night arguing 5 hours, and JC got in and tried to say the same thing we've been saying. We argued for about like the whole morning though and stuff like that.
Good man.
Right, but some people, don't you want a championship?
Yeah.
I want to win football games. I don't care about stats and shit.
Do you want to win a championship?
And a championship. Yep.
Yeah. I swear.
Oh,
the
no,
NFC
There are many that have reached out to me and said, after some of those games that they won, they said the team looked ugly, but I'm glad to have the win. And those are guys that they want championships.
The NFC East,
because they know the way they played the first time against Washington, the way they played against the Chiefs, the way they played that second game against the Giants, they knew that if they played like that in the postseason, they're going to be a quick out. I can't confirm. Yeah, saying Hurts is better than Dak is kind of ridiculous.
It is.
Yeah, like he also said, Champ also said he compared Jalen Hurts to Patrick Mahomes as well. I don't get that comparison at all.
Wait, what?
I don't remember that at all.
No, he said that in one of my streams. He was like, Jalen Hurts, I compare him to Patrick Mahomes. Where do you see Patrick Mahomes and Jalen Hurts? I see just Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is his own.
Maybe with his ability to run as well as throw, maybe, but that would be about it.
RPF.
Maybe because of the style they play. I don't know. I mean, the only thing
it didn't hurt my feelings. I'm not saying it hurt my feelings, but I'm just saying when you make a statement, please put some evidence to it. I can't argue someone that has no evidence behind their statements.
Big play Slay. Will you ever cuss this man out? Will you ever have the balls to do that?
I can't even I don't even want to go on YouTube and say that anymore because YouTube has their little guidelines or restrictions and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's garbage.
Fuck.
Something that he's discussed at length many times.
And I can't even say the C19 word anymore. So
I'm not saying it.
Me either.
That's the only thing
I do what my boy Ian Smith says. Koofid.
If you make a statement like Jalen Hurts is better than Deshaun Watson, why is he better? Then you have to have some points behind it.
He said Eagles champ doesn't know football. He really doesn't.
Oh my god!
I don't know if I would go that far.
See what I was gonna do right now. I was gonna play a little game with us. I was gonna play a little game because I do got my pen and paper right here. So I'm gonna name every quarterback, and I want y'all to tell me is Watson better. So I'm gonna try to count down to the top five until five. Until we get down to last. I know it's a lot of quarterbacks. I know it's a lot of quarterbacks that we can name, that we can probably name. And I want you. I'm gonna scratch off. I'm gonna just I'm gonna scratch off. So I'm gonna start.
Happy holidays, Brandon. Happy holidays,
Thank you.
Happy holidays, man.
Is Matthew Stafford way high and better than Watson? Is he better?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
He's an average quarterback on a well-built team.
Mm-hmm.
Is he top 10? Is he top? So he's not top 10 to you, right?
No.
Either. Okay.
I think I personally think he's hovering top 10. He's at least 10 or hovering it.
Yeah, barely. Yeah.
He's somewhere in between the 10 or 15.
Yeah, I could see that.
I mean,
I don't want to go with the scrubs. Oh, Sonic, what you got? You got to know.
I mean, he's top 10. I mean, at best, he's a stat pack humper.
Disco dance.
All right, so we're gonna go Baker Mayfield.
No. What the fuck? Hell no.
I'm just trying to make sure.
Hell no.
Okay, I'm just trying to make sure. Make sure we all on the same page.
Okay. No.
Okay, so we gonna go with Kirk Cousins.
Man, if you don't get out of here,
I'm his favorite quarterback. I mean, because
I'm playing, Dante. You know what I mean?
They would basically say you never know. Okay, so we gonna go with we gonna go with Dak Prescott. Is he better than Watson?
Hell no.
No.
Okay.
Unless Watson comes back and plays like shit.
What's up, Grand Dazzle? Okay, Russell Wilson.
That's a tough one. I gotta say no. Because Wilson is getting up there in age. He is getting up there in age. So
I'll give him a pass.
He's looking prom.
I'll still.
You got Wilson. You got Wilson. Okay, I can deal with Wilson because I got him as a top 5. I got him in the top 5.
You can't even go wrong with those two though. Either way,
I don't know about Wilson right now.
I got him 5. I got Russell Wilson. I got Russell Wilson 5.
When does he ever have a bad season?
Yeah, so, Wilson, he's always consistent.
Matt Ryan.
I mean,
Matt Ryan.
He will.
Hell no.
Unless we're talking all time.
Hell
no. You got Russell Wilson. You got Russell Wilson. You got Russell Wilson.
You know what I meant though, Eagles champ, on that first one, and I never said Golladay was elite. I said he's just a good receiver, but now he's not playing like one though. So I'll admit I was wrong on that one.
Yo, Sonny, you got Wilson? You got Wilson or Watson? Who you got? Which one of them?
Watson.
I mean, I would go wrong with Wilson.
Unless we're talking all time. All time, Wilson.
Okay, I can live with that. I got Wilson in 5. I got Wilson number 5. So we all can agree. Patrick Mahomes, right? Patrick Mahomes, right?
Yeah.
We can agree. So we can agree. Aaron Rodgers, that's no doubt.
Aaron Rodgers
in front of him. Brady, we can agree on that too as well.
Yeah.
Okay, we can agree with Tom Brady. I know we can't agree. We can't agree. Jalen Hurts.
Definitely.
We down not gonna go Justin Fields yet. We're not gonna
hell no.
We're not gonna throw him
What about Justin Herbert? What about Justin Herbert?
Yes,
Justin Herbert. Yeah, that's what I want to
put him.
He's better. He's
So
he's definitely better than
so close. He needs to make the playoffs in order to be in my top 10.
Burrow, I like Herbert and Burrow, but they've never been in the playoffs yet.
Okay.
It's only their second year. I don't know why y'all putting Hurts and Burrow and Herbert. It's their second year. Y'all saying they haven't made the playoffs. It's their second fucking year.
Okay, this is gonna be interesting. I'm pretty sure. I mean, how about Josh Allen?
I think I would go Watson on that one.
That's really tough. I'm gonna go ahead and put him in.
Okay.
I would go Watson on that one.
You got Watson or Allen?
I'll probably say Allen.
I got Allen.
I honestly don't know, man. I don't know.
I'm gonna go Watson.
Although Josh Allen did kind of decline, but he started picking right back.
Hey, where you hiding? All I'm gonna say is, remember in the playoffs, Deshaun Watson beat Josh Allen.
That's why I'm gonna give it to Watson. Exactly why I'm gonna give it to him, because he beat him in the playoffs when it mattered. That's why I'm gonna give him the upper hand.
And he came back from them.
Came back about 16 down. That's why I'm gonna give him the upper hand.
Lamar Jackson.
That next year, Josh Allen in the AFC Championship.
I know, but I understand. But Watson did beat him head to head in the playoffs. I understand.
But I understand that too. But the next year he bounced back. So
you take Watson. Do Watson pretty much goes to the Super Bowl with that Bills team? If you take Josh Allen away from them, and you put Josh Allen on Houston. I think Watson can get to the Super Bowl with that team.
I could agree with that.
You take him.
I could agree with that.
I think Watson would go to the Super Bowl with the Bills.
With the Bills,
I think so.
AFC Championship team, I think they can be. He wins. He takes them to the Super Bowl. So and you tell me, can Josh Allen take Houston to the Super Bowl with the team that Watson got?
So what's stopping Josh Allen from taking the Bills to the Super Bowl?
They don't have a running game. They're
one dimensional.
They rely on him too much. They rely on Allen too much, though. That's the problem. They try to rely on him too much.
So if they don't got a running game now, why swap out Watson for Allen if they don't got a running game? So what makes Watson?
It's the reason, huh? It's the reason.
I think
that's the reason why Josh Allen
is less reliant on a running game.
Yes,
they're kind of both running quarterbacks, so I don't really see much difference.
No, I mean, you can see teams starting to figure Josh Allen out by them not being able to run the ball effectively and consistently. They trying to rely on Josh Allen's arm. That's why, he's making some of the mistakes he's making. And the Texans really never had a run game. But guess what? You still couldn't stop Watson. Watson was still able to be in pitching and not make mistakes. That's the difference. He was still able to not make mistakes many times he threw the ball. Allen he still will make boneheaded mistakes. So everything goes through Josh Allen, and everything goes through Watson and Houston.
Hey,
But the only thing,
but yo, hey, this is not anybody towards the panel. Why y'all arguing with Eagles champ that said 300 yards in the first half was average and not good enough?
I'm not even gonna argue Eagles champ anymore. I like
anything.
it's hard
So
to
don't
like,
argue with somebody.
I said look at the film. That's all I needed to say.
I feel like he's too overly critical. That's my thing.
So everybody in the comment section, everybody on the panel,
I always admire the passion.
Don't waste y'all time with somebody that said 300 passing yards in the first half is average and not good enough. Okay, move on. And we sucked in the blowout win. Okay, move on.
Well, Lamar Jackson, he's inconsistent as hell, and he's a playoff choker.
but that's good. See, that's why I really made this list, because I can live with him being top 6. If some of y'all got Watson 6, I have no problem with that. That's still elite to me. If you're in the top 6 or you're in the top 5, you're elite. So most of y'all got him at 6. Most of y'all got him at 6 by the quarter. I narrowed down. Y'all either got Wilson or Josh Allen. I can deal with that part. I can live with that. I can definitely live with that part.
The thing about Wilson is how he's been playing lately.
Yeah.
And as far as Lamar, again, he has so many off-throwing days.
Yeah.
In the playoffs, it's really bad.
Wilson is playing like he doesn't care. Like he's gonna leave Seattle next year.
Yeah, you could definitely make that case that he doesn't give a shit anymore.
Yeah, I don't think Wilson want to be a part of Seattle anymore.
And as far as some of the rumors about him coming to Philly, you're talking about a guy who's coming off of injury, playing really bad football, and wanting to go to another team. Why does that sound familiar? Anyone?
Say what?
Exactly. Hit the nail right on the head. That's part of the reason why I don't want Wilson here, because
I forgot Lamar Jackson. Too.
He got hurt. I know that.
We all gonna agree that Watson is the better quarterback. We all gonna
absolutely.
And he's the better quarterback than Lamar.
I used to think otherwise. I used to think Lamar was better than Mahomes, but that got debunked last year.
He said they got put away really quickly.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be better. I thought he had the potential. I thought he was able to be better than Mahomes because he did better than him 2019. But problem is, he's a playoff choker.
Yeah, I think Lamar Jackson gets a big money contract.
No,
I think he does for them. For them, he does.
I think that would happen after he comes back and has a monster season again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think
it's usually when these quarterbacks have like groundbreaking years.
He's still blaming the injuries, though.
Bro, he's like Eagles champ. I get that he's a diehard.
I would say the most legit case against Dak you could possibly use is his record against teams over 500.
Yeah.
Even with the Eagles.
He's definitely in close contest. He definitely is in closely contested games with those said teams.
Washington's a bad team, but when y'all beat the Washington Redskins, like where was this bad team narrative when the Eagles beat the?
Yeah,
they beat the Bucs?
I don't quite understand that logic, unless we're making the case that Hurts is worse than Dak, which you could definitely make.
Even with the Eagles, like Champ is a little too overly critical, like with Hurts and how some guys play. Like,
hey guys, have you guys noticed Eagles Champ flip flopping a bit?
Yeah, I could definitely agree with that. The media was probably making more excuses for Washington against us than they did against Dallas.
Yeah,
maybe.
Hate to say it.
Yeah,
But to say Washington is trash when they beat the Bucs, they had quality wins this year.
Yeah, they did. They definitely did.
They're the only team to beat Tampa Bay.
Yep.
And Washington got Taylor Heineke back.
They're the only team that beat. They pretty much the only team that beat the Las Vegas Raiders as well.
Yeah. Although the thing is about the Raiders,
The Cowboys did. The Cowboys
like
did.
frauds.
The Cowboys did too. The Cowboys beat the Las Vegas Raiders.
No, they lost to
No,
them. They
fuck we
lost.
didn't.
They lost.
We
Oh,
Yeah,
I forgot.
Raiders
Yeah,
choked.
my fault. I
Yeah, they
don't
choked against
I don't know
Washington.
where my head was on that one. That
You a
was my fault.
Cowboys fan, Dante?
Hell no.
I don't even honestly.
He wrote for
we
that
beat the
sorry
Chargers.
ass. He wrote for the other Texas team. That's sorry.
Hey, we know we gonna be sorry. We know we gonna be sorry. We was expect to be bad. We expect to be bad.
Right.
They beat the Chargers though, so
we beat the Chargers,
hey,
so hey, we knocked them out of playoff contention. So hey,
Nice. Fuck you, Spanos.
Yeah, so I want to hear all these excuses how Washington was a bad team. We beat Washington, or was a playoff team when we beat them the first time they was a playoff team. Second time they still had a chance in the playoffs and we locked them out. Who had quality wins. Chargers beat the Chargers. Who else did we beat? We beat the Saints, who shut out the Buccaneers. Shut them the fuck out. Scored 0 points. Beat the Saints. We beat Philly, who's still in the playoffs contention. We beat New York, who's
you beat the Patriots as well.
Yeah, in overtime. I knew New England was going to lose that game when they gave Dak too much time left.
we beat the Patriots, who were the number 1 seed, who were still the second seed in the AFC. So
Yeah.
I
One
mean,
thing I could say for Dak is he was always very good with clock management in those situations, except for when he gave Brady too much time.
He did go toe-to-toe with Tampa Bay, though. I'll give him that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And he did go toe-to-toe with Green Bay in that playoff series.
Yeah.
I don't.
Even though Green Bay ultimately broke their hearts, as they usually do.
Personally, I feel like Green Bay is going to beat them in the playoff. I just don't
Yeah.
think they can.
I think they're.
so you saying we're gonna make the
I think they're
NFC
gonna. I think
championship
they're gonna crush us. I think they're gonna crush us, and then they're gonna lose to Green Bay.
No, I'm KPG. If I'm not saying. I'm not saying you're going to the NFC championship.
The only way the way this season is right now, the only way we're gonna see Green Bay is the NFC championship game. So
No,
it's
you're
gonna
not.
be wild.
Oh wait, I think I see what he's saying. He might get one of those lower seed. He might get one of those lower seed teams.
No, Big D. If they beat us, then they would have to face the Packers the next round after that.
They would.
That would be the divisional round, not the NFC.
Someone has to look this up.
Yeah, I already looked it up.
We place.
Please show it on the screen.
Okay. The number 2 seed faces the 7th seed. The number 4 seed plays the 5 seed.
Which would be the Rams and the
So
Cardinals.
we play the winner of that. We play the winner of that, and they play. Green Bay plays the winner of wherever seed's left.
Mhm.
Then we play. Then, like I said, the only way we see Green Bay this year, depending on the season, is if we face them in the NFC Championship game.
Yep.
So, I mean, where you're hiding, put it up. I'm not lying. That's the only way we'll play.
He could easily pull it up.
Yeah.
Hey, the playoff seedings are annoying as hell, though. It's always hard to
Yeah.
calculate and stuff and all that.
Yeah, because it's a determinant on how certain teams win.
There's your receipt right there.
Three plays 6.
What is that?
2 plays 7 and 4 plays. That's how it's set up. 2 plays 6. 2 plays 7. 3 plays 6 and 4 plays 5.
That's
Facebook. One gets the ball.
Is that
Cowboys
Facebook?
fans out? There's Cowboys fans out there afraid to face the Packers. That's Cowboys face, by the way.
Is that Facebook, by the way?
Yeah. that's
Although in all
the
fairness,
settings on Facebook.
although in all fairness, if we reached Green Bay, they would destroy us.
Yeah, I agree.
Dude, I feel like any team we face in the playoffs would beat us.
I think the Cardinals, we kind of match up solid against them.
I disagree.
The Cardinals
They always have our number.
I get that, but they don't have a rushing defense though. Like, how are they going to
have a run
offense?
Yeah, but
I think we have a chance against them.
I think the Packers have a bye, and if the Cowboys or Eagles win, they move on to the next round.
And we
I know that part. I know that part, but I would believe that Dallas would face a different team because they would be number 2 seed. Because if you go by the old playoff bracket, the number 2 seed and number 1 seed would only match up against each other if it was in the NFC title game.
Yeah, number 1 and number 2.
Yeah, that's how that. From my understanding, that's how it would typically go.
So I think
if we beat you, we would face Green Bay. But if you destroy us, you would probably face somebody else. That's how it used to be back then as well, and it kind of still is.
But no, right now it's like no matter what, whoever wins 2 or 7, we move on to face 3 and 6 and 4, and the winner of 4 and 5 faces Green Bay. Right now,
you got to post it. You got to post the official playoff bracket and scenarios, not just something somebody said.
Nah, if they face the Rams,
rely on that.
If they face the Rams, bro, I'm sorry, that Rams team is going to be too much.
So the Packers right now, they got a bye, right?
Yeah.
Unless Dallas hits it.
So they play the lowest seed in the playoffs. Whoever the winner in the first round, they play the lower. I think they play the lowest seed in the playoffs.
Which is going to be Philly right now.
Yeah. If Philly was to win, or somehow get past Dallas or whoever we play, the Packers will have the lower seed. The Packers will have the lower seed. That's it.
If the Cowboys win, Dante, then what happens?
If the Cowboys win, what Cowboys is 2, right?
Yeah.
The Packers will still have the lower seed. They will still have the lower seed in the playoffs, regardless of who else wins. They still will have the lower seed.
So, like I said, the only way we play them is the NFC Championship game.
They still have the lower seed.
I forgot it's like that. I forgot the NFL playoff.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Because there's not 2 round buys.
So who in the 6th wild card? Who in the 6th spot?
San Francisco. All
right, so if San Francisco is still in, and if San Francisco is still in, and the Eagles are not, Packers will play San Francisco because they the lowest remaining.
Hold on,
seed.
let me see.
If the 5th seed is in, the Packers will play the 5th seed. They will play the lowest remaining seed.
Yeah, Niners got the Rams, and the Cardinals got the Buccaneers.
Yeah.
So let's get this straight. If we lose to the Cowboys, then they would face either the Rams,
49ers, Tampa Bay.
Okay, so
I actually see San Francisco upsetting the Rams.
Yeah,
you can see that.
Kind of a hot take there, but San Francisco always does.
San Francisco remains in, and San Francisco remains in.
San Francisco has a tendency of beating the Rams when they have no business doing so.
Just say if the Eagles and San Francisco remains in, just say if they remain in, the Packers will still play the lower seed. They will get the Eagles. They will get the Eagles. They will get us. The Packers will have us because we the lower seed in the playoffs. We the 7th seed. They the 1st. They get the lower seed.
Dallas did beat a Washington team that's not all that great, but because Washington, maybe that's why Dallas put 56 on them because they were bad.
I forgot.
They did what they were supposed to do to a bad team.
Don't forget, only 56 points. We only put up 56 points.
Right, only 56.
So if we get 6 seed, we face the Cowboys.
You didn't do enough. You only scored 41 points by halftime.
No, if we get the 6th seed, random Anton, we would face the Rams if we get the 6th seed.
Yeah, we ain't doing enough.
If we say 6 seed, we get the Rams.
Ain't that right, Eagles champ? We ain't doing enough in that game. We ain't doing enough. We scored 42 by halftime. We ain't doing enough.
Sorry about that. My mistake. 42.
Yeah, we scored
41. It was right before he kicked the extra point.
Bro, if y'all put up 70, he still would have been mad.
It would have been 70 to fucking 7. All the Cowboys, they didn't do enough. They were, trash.
I'm too critical. Why he praises Giants and under 10? I don't. Hey, that was in the offseason because I said some of them have good content, like Bad Dog. I give credit to Bad
absolutely.
So if I give credit,
Bad Dog is definitely the best New York Giants content creator out there. There's no question about that. Although you can make a case for the entertainer, maybe.
Mhm.
We
This
should
is
have put
kinda
up 50
tough
by
to
half.
debate against.
And, you know, and
Ain't that
I
right?
believe
Ain't that right,
I
Eagles
believe
fan?
Washington got Taylor Heineke back for that game. Granted, he just came back, but still.
This year, the only real team that I would say the Cowboys have played that was legit, it would probably be the Patriots. That's really it. The Chargers, I don't really
No, he
consider.
said, well, we played Tampa Bay, even though we lost. That's a legit contender. He didn't say who we beat. He said whoever we played.
Who
You also got to
played?
look at how they beat each team. A lot of teams that it's just that team. That was won by like a huge margin. They won how they were supposed to win against them. Like, for example, Washington.
Eagles champ. I already said that. I said that in the offseason, and I admitted that I was wrong after that first game, that Jalen Hurts was way better than Daniel Jones. I admitted that. So, I'm just saying.
Yeah, the Pats also went toe-to-toe with Tampa.
Good.
Although granted, they knew Brady, but still.
Hey, I already admitted.
And Brady does have some off days.
Where are you hiding? Did I not admit after that first game Jalen Hurts was better?
Yeah.
Like after that first game against Atlanta, I said after that Jalen Hurts was better. So I already said I was wrong after that first game. So hey, at least I said I was wrong on that. Y'all would have.
That's why I said it's true. I agree with that comment. We would have won if our kicker would have made all those field goals. At least half of them. He missed 7 points with the field goals.
Oh yeah, they had many opportunities.
It's more than that. What about the time management in the end?
Yeah, I already discussed that at length.
I mean,
which is how New England lost to Dallas.
If we would have made all those kicks, then we would have never been in that situation for them to have time left.
True.
KPG.
What about the red zone trips?
Jadis asked in the chat, "Do you guys think you'll beat the Cardinals?"
Yes.
Yes. Without.
Now.
Absolutely.
Their run defense sucks. Our running offense is starting to get better. They don't have Hopkins. They don't have no corners.
Still gonna beat them in the air.
Yeah.
Still gonna beat them in the air. I mean, Dak is like, for some reason, is throwing 40 times a game, and he's still getting the job done. Although, granted, he has had multiple off days.
He shouldn't be throwing 40 times a game.
I agree, and I've made that point many times. There were other fans that didn't want to hear that because they're holding him to that standard.
You wouldn't last review as well.
He should be throwing at minimum 35 times a game.
Who barely beat the Browns with Baker throwing 4 picks?
The Packers.
And Baker Mayfield sucks dick.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
First round bust.
Number 1 overall.
That guy is way too inconsistent.
and Denver was a playoff team then when we played them.
Where you hiding, bro? Can you just make this day better? Please play that Daniel Jones falling meme again. Please just make this day better.
You're gonna play one of them. You got to play both of them.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, this day definitely got better. Hey Dante, bro, put your camera on right quick. I want to see your reaction.
Yeah, and we lost to the Raiders.
I ain't reading the comments, but Eagles said probably crying like a little hoe, as always.
Yo, this is gonna be hilarious.
He does get I will say this. He does get accused of having a lot of burner accounts. I've done that in the past. Got him in my sight.
Yo, that brightens my day, boy. Oh my god, that video is so funny. Oh my god. Oh. You did it with that one again, but that video makes anyone's day. Oh.
Hey Isaiah, I'm gonna be fair. How about both y'all tap the link and just stop arguing like hoes in the comment section?
Oh man.
I don't want them up in here. Jesus Christ. Let them argue in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh
no,
man.
Y'all let themselves. Y'all arguing like hoes in the comment section.
That video is glorious.
Make this shit entertaining. Cause y'all arguing like hoes. I was like a married couple. Y'all arguing like my mama and daddy.
What, 2 lesbians?
Oh man, that video is glory for real. Damn.
Now the other one.
Yeah, we gotta play both clips for real, and Big D's clip too. Pause.
Hey, crap! I'm plugging my. Oh, God damn it! I got caught plugging my own shit.
Okay. Bring it hot and highlight Eagle Steps' last comment. I can see. I can't see the comment section. Okay. Dak sucks because he lost against the Raiders and over. He took the Raiders. So how does he suck? I mean,
one thing. I mean, he didn't do what he usually does against them during that first drive.
Thanks for coming on, piece of rolls.
Because usually when he's in those overtime situations, he usually throws the game-winning touchdown. We know that from experience, unfortunately.
Yo, this is hilarious, yo.
Both these dudes are going at it in the chat, and we just got to play like a clip of Daniel Jones getting shot. That Daniel Jones me, bro. That shit's hilarious.
You obviously didn't know I was trolling, but since I'm being for real, probably y'all both have one Super Bowl ring. You played with the greatest quarterback maybe ever. So y'all both have one. So if you add Green Bay and Dallas, Doug Peterson's a way better coach than Doug Peterson. If you got his signs in Green Bay and Dallas.
Yeah, Eagle Shin, you gotta come in here, bro. I'm sorry. You can't be in the chat today. You gotta come in here.
As for New York,
He has got work.
Fatality.
Oh.
As for New York,
yeah, definitely.
Fatality.
Done. They are annihilated. They got murdered.
By the way, I mentioned this last night. Do you know where one of those sounds came from?
Mortal Kombat.
Not that one. Grand Theft Auto 3. It's one of the death sounds. My favorite one.
Nice.
I spent years trying to find a good clip of it.
Mad. Okay. You said our team sucked when you fucking put up 42 in the half.
Where?
You said
Come on, man.
Sucked.
Eagle Ship, you gotta get in here, man. If you want to debate him, just get.
He has. Didn't he say he was working?
He did say that, but he's still in the chat talking to him. So I don't know if
I don't know. Maybe he has a job where he's able to be on his phone and be typing. Some guys have jobs like that.
I do.
Oh yeah,
I unfortunately do not.
I do.
Like, is he?
Well, I can do it like once or twice, but I can't be on my phone too much. I can't be on it more than 10 seconds.
Girls. My bad for tripping on you. Hillary Banks, will you marry me?
Didn't they end up scoring a touchdown on that drive? I'm pretty sure they did.
Yeah, they did.
And here's the messed up part about it. Jones did that again against us in the rematch, except he didn't fall.
Yeah.
He got caught from behind. I know that.
Wait, what? Can you send me the?
By the way, how the hell do you get fooled by that exact same play?
Can you send me the link to that first video where you had?
Yeah, I got you, Big Play Slay.
Him getting shot, bro. That shit's hilarious, bro. I don't know where you got that clip from, but I need to make that like my intro or something. That shit's hilarious for real.
I'll stick with the Bednarik hit on Gifford.
Oh man, and you had
that's part of my intro. As well as the Brandon Graham strip sack. I did use the Chris Clemens foam recovery before, but I don't use that one too prominently.
Oh yeah, you Patrick Mahomes dick sucker. I bet you were a Seahawks fan before, huh?
Wait.
Yeah, we got 5 of them. How about that? And you got
my
2.
dumb man.
Nah, the Chiefs got 4 actually.
No, the Chiefs had 2.
What?
Unless they won. Unless they won a few non-Super Bowls before when they were the Dallas Texans.
No, they had more Super Bowls, I think.
No, they had 2. They've appeared in 3.
No, they
only won 2 of them.
They got 3 Super Bowls. My bad.
Wait. No, wait. No, they appeared in 4 Super Bowls, but they only won half of them.
Yeah, they got 3.
They lost to Green Bay. They got skewered by Green Bay the first time.
Mm-hmm.
They destroyed Minnesota in their second appearance. Beat San Francisco in the third.
I just checked on Google. They got 3 Super Bowls.
Who, Denver?
They got 2.
No, the Chiefs.
Denver has 3. I know that.
The Chiefs got 3 Super Bowls. Yeah.
How?
No,
I
they
just
had 2.
checked on it.
Unless they won a non-Super Bowl a little while back.
They won 2 against. No, they beat the Niners and they beat the Vikings. Who was the other team they beat? They also, I think they were. Who did they beat before that?
That's it.
The Niners.
That's it. Because they went on a long stretch where they didn't win Super Bowls from 69 to.
Oh yeah, and that started with them losing the longest game ever played against Miami. That was a game they definitely should have won, but they missed field goals.
I gotta go read back and check this one.
Yeah, they won 2.
Yeah, only 2. They appeared in 4. I know that. They may have won a non-Super Bowl as the Dallas Texans before that. I don't know. Yeah. Before Super Bowls were a thing.
I bet that Chiefs fan didn't know that. Bitch, you stole our team. Because they was in Dallas. You didn't even know that, did you? Fucking fake ass.
Yeah,
I know that
they do have.
I know that your team was formed in 1960 by a guy who had some beef with the Washington Redskins.
They do have.
It was over. I think it was over rights, over copyright of a song or something.
My dad is the same age as the Dallas Cowboys.
Damn.
Oh, he was born in 1960?
Yep.
Damn. He's one old proud man. I just gotta say that.
Careful.
No, I'm playing. I'm not trying to make elderly jokes. I'm playing.
Never underestimate an old person in a profession where men die young.
Mm-hmm. I think the greatest lesson he's ever taught me was that the ball never causes a fumble. The ground never causes a fumble. That's the greatest NFL fact that he's ever taught me, I guess.
Now, I just checked, Jadis. They do have 2 Super Bowls only. My bad. I thought they had 1 before that or something.
It may have been. I believe they do have a championship as a member of the Dallas Texans.
Yeah, you're right.
Yep, but they beat the Vikings and they beat the Bucks. I mean, not the Bucks.
No, not the Bucks. Niners.
Yeah, the Niners.
4, 1, 2 of them.
Hey, the Niners should have won that Super Bowl though, for real.
Yeah, they choked that. Then again, what? There's a familiar name, Kyle Shanahan.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that name so significant? Because he learned absolutely nothing from the last time he did that.
Nope.
Those who don't learn from their mistakes are doomed to repeat them.
That's called relapse.
Exactly.
Anyways, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and end this stream in a little bit. Y'all got any final words?
Fuck Philly.
F the Cowboys. That's what I got to say.
F the Cowboys.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
What do you gotta say about that,
let's get to the
KPG?
playoffs.
I know the
Well,
Cowboys.
they're most likely gonna kill us.
No, they're not. Don't you
I
say
know
that?
Yeah, they are.
I know Dak is y'all favorite quarterback, but you don't gotta brag about it.
Let's have hope, y'all. Let's have hope. Peace out, Warrior.
He does exceptionally well against the type of defense we repeatedly run.
Mm-hmm.
Dak is only gonna play the first half because the game's gonna be over. I have to watch the game. It's gonna be over by halftime, so expect to see Cooper Rush and Dak Prescott.
I could see us beating you week 18, but losing to you in the playoffs. More history repeat. Our record. There's one thing that nobody ever brings up. Our record against Dallas in the playoffs, it's pretty abysmal. We've only beaten them once, and that was 4 decades ago.
Hey, Eagles champ. Whenever you want to battle, not on your stream, but on where you're hiding stream, bring a little bitch Bobby Murphy because he's still ducking like a little hoe. I called him out yesterday. I called him out today. I said, if you want to come on Duke Bobby's stream or your hiding stream, I said, come on out. But Bobby Murphy's a bitch. Tell him I said that. He didn't want to debate me yesterday. He didn't want to debate me today. He was like, I'm going to come on Duke Bobby's stream. I'm going to come on Mainline Mayhem. I ain't never showed up. What a bitch. Tell Bobby Murphy that when you talk to him, ho. You a bitch too. The only non-bitch is where you're hiding. He's a realistic Eagles fan.
Appreciate it.
And he might say Dallas sucks, but he gives credit where credit's due. Where you'll be like 42 points by halftime isn't enough. They gotta score. Even if they scored 70, you'll be like, oh well.
I said that the game was over in the second quarter.
Skeet.
Okay. So why not on your stream? Because I don't want you to kick me up like a little bitch once I start talking shit to you. That's why I'm not on your stream. Let's go on the unbiased stream, like where you're hiding or Duke Borders. I don't want you to have control to where when I start fucking bashing you, you start putting me backstage and beating me. And like I said, tell Bobby Murphy to come suck my dick, bitch. Tell him to talk on a fat dick. And tell him to come see me.
With that being said, we're gonna end the show like that. A little heat. But anyways, we're gonna end the show really.
Called him out 3 days in a row and he still ain't showed up. What a bitch.
We're gonna end the show like this.
That song is a classic. If you played Need for Speed Underground too many times, you would probably get sick of it.
Hey, catch y'all later.